Hello people, welcome to the session. I am Rachita Sachdev and I take your chemistry sessions on a very prestigious platform of Physics Wala. I hope some mast honge, swast honge. Do let me know in the chat box if I am clearly audible and visible to you all. Come on guys, do let me know, am I audible and visible? Yeah, kya bol the public? Hi Raj, hi Kamal, hello. All right. Samsung M31. Wow, very, very particular. Hi, Adon Mystery. Hi, Priyal. Hello, G. So, am I audible and visible? Just confirm me quickly and then we will move on. Smart education. Hi. Okay. Hi, Farhaz. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you for confirming. So guys, I think that some of you must be expecting Astha ma'am to start the session. So before we begin with the session, let me inform you guys that Astha ma'am is not feeling well today. So she will be taking your session later separately for 5-marker question. In today's session, I and Sriraj sir will be continuing with your physics part. So today, for 5-marker, we will be completing chemistry and physics. Bio will be taken up separately. I hope I made myself very clear. Okay, so before we begin with the 5-marker question, yeah, I knew that. Because you have that habit of seeing bio first and then chemistry and then physics. Yeah. Okay. So I was just entering into the studio and I saw this rubber band just lying here. I picked it up and session got started immediately. So I was thinking, let me test some of your grade 9 knowledge. Okay, chalega. Ready ho. Simple grade 9 knowledge. Is this a solid, liquid, or a gas? Or any other state of matter? Chal. It's a rubber band in my hand. It's a simple rubber band in my hand. So is this solid, liquid or gas? Solid, but I can stretch it. I can change its shape very, very easily. Solid, why solid, boss? Why solid? Why it is solid even though I can change its shape? I can stretch it. No, unknown mystery. My question is why it is solid. Because it regains its shape. Night owl theory, high five. Good. It is solid, but because it regains its original shape as in when I release the pressure. So yes, that comes to its original shape and hence we consider it to be as solid. But if I stretch it too much, it will going to break. And I'm not going to stretch too much because it hurts. If you guys are thinking, man, stretch it more, it will break. No, I will not because that will going to hurt me. All right, guys, that's it. That was the question. So let's move on to our 5-marker question. I hope you all are excited. Today's session would be the last one. We are already done with 1 mark, 2 mark, 3, 4. And today we will be completing up with the 5-marker important questions from all the chapters of your chemistry, whether it's chemical reactions and equation, metals and non-metal, acid, bases and salts, and carbon and its compound. So let's begin. Let's solve some chemical locha together. Now in 5-marker questions, they are very, very scoring. Takes very less time of yours to solve the question. Same as 4 markers. They were very big questions but take very less time to solve. So it's a time saver as well as they are very, very scoring. But in today's session, we would learn how to present the answers. What are the keywords that you need to underline? And in today's session only, I will be telling you what examiners exactly look for in your paper. So let's begin. Hi Ujjwal, hello G. I am in PW office. Peace. Chali, let's begin without any delay. Chak de fate. So this is question number 1, which states that you might have noted when copper powder is heated in china dish. What happened? The reddish brown surface of copper powder becomes coated with black substance, why has this black substance formed? Peacemaker, my name is Rachita Sachdeva. Come on, guys, come on. Simple question. Very, very straightforward. Ashwat, that's right, bache. But A part is exactly asking why has this black substance formed? What is the reason for the formation of black substance here? Because of oxidation that takes place, Piyush very well said. Yes, because of oxidation. Now you all know this thing. I'm pretty much sure you're aware that copper on burning in presence of oxygen by kya ho raha hai? That form copper oxide, right? So it's oxidation that takes place which results into change of color, and because of that, black color of copper oxide is formed. So your keyword in this answer would be oxidation. So in A part, it's oxidation which will get you marks. Okay? Okay. Moving on to the next one. What is the black substance here? What is the black substance? You've already answered that. It is copper oxide. What is happening? Jadoo chal raha hai bhai. Copper oxide. So it would be CuO. Now please prefer to write name as well as formula in this case because they have just asked you what is the black substance. So kindly present your answer with formula along with its chemical name. Next, write the chemical equation for the reaction that takes place. Chemical equation is already written, but your marks will be deducted in this case. So yes, Piyush, again, you have given me the right answer. I want a balanced chemical equation. I would repeat this thing one more time, that in this question, they have not told you to balance the equation, but still you have to balance it. Otherwise, your answer would be considered as incomplete answer. Why? Because you are disobeying law of conservation of mass. So your reaction would be copper reacts with oxygen, that gives you copper oxide. But oxygen is 2 here, we'll make 2 oxygens here and 2 copper on the other side. So yes, it's now completely balanced. Still, your presentation is not complete. Peacemaker, I will give you the answer for that as well. Still, I would say that your presentation is not complete. You better make a habit of writing names and colors below. So right below this, try and write the name that it's reddish brown copper, which converts into black color of copper oxide. Okay? Along with that, also write the names that copper and copper oxide. Next, how can a black coating on the surface be turned again into reddish brown? Basically, we have to reverse this reaction. Ritvi, छोटू सा mistake है बच्चे. एक बार reactant and product check करो, they are same. छोटू सा एक लोचा चल रहा है. Reduction of copper oxide to give copper in water. But how, Kamal? Avinash, very well done. That's absolutely perfect answer. So, how we will going to convert this back again? If we pass copper hydroxide with hydrogen gas, or hydrogen gas be passed over copper oxide, that would give you your copper back again, reddish brown color, along with water would be formed here as the byproduct. And this reaction is already balanced. And 5 marks, all yours. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Tanisha, yeah, ma'am is little under weather. So yeah, she will be meeting with you guys soon. So you will get the intimation for your session, biology session in the community section. So please keep on checking. Yeah. So I got one more query here from Peacemaker. What's the difference between cuprous and cupric? Now there are certain metals with variable valency. Variable valency bole to more than one valency they show. Like iron shows +2 and +3. Similarly, copper shows +1 and +2. Now, what is cuprous? What is cupric? It's a simple trick. There is a simple trick to remember this thing. Smaller valency, like out of 2 and 3, 2 is smaller. Out of 1 and 2, 1 is smaller. So, always remember, smaller valency would always ends with us. Its suffix or its surname would be us, and therefore this will be named as ferrous, and Cu plus 1 would be named as cuprous, and the bigger valency would always end with ic, and therefore Fe3 plus would be named as ferric, and Cu2 plus would be named as cupric. Samajla? I hope now it's clear. Chotu valency would always be us, and the bada valency would always ends with ik. 2 and 3 means, Himanshu, 2 and 3 are the valencies, are the charges here. Now, if we mix those two together, that gives you a new compound which is called as Fe3O4. You all have heard about a new compound which is Fe3O4 when iron reacts with steam, and metals and non-metals, you all have learned this. So Fe, that is iron, on reaction with steam, that gives you ferroso-ferric oxide. It's a mixture of two valencies, which is 2 plus and 3 plus, and it is also called as magnetic iron oxide. It's also called as magnetic iron oxide. Okay? And its chemical name is ferroso-ferric oxide, mix of both the valencies of iron. Hi Mohit, good evening. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल आश्वत एग्जिस्ट करता है बॉस. ऋत्विक, दोनों कैसे रिएक्ट होंगे? दैट्स नॉट पॉसिबल ना. टू सेम मेटल्स, हु विल डिस्प्लेस whom? चलिए आगे. Moving on to our next question. So very well done with your very first question, Chakade Fatte. I'm really proud of you guys. On that positive note, let's move on to our next question. Can a displacement reaction be a redox reaction? Explain with an example. Write the type of chemical reactions in the following, and that can be done very easily. So let's focus on the first part. Achha, so peacemaker, that works only till n ka value equal to 6. They have some conditions. Those tricks have certain conditions. So that formula works only till n ka value 6. Hi Divya. Come on, come on, come on. Can a displacement reaction be a redox one? Yes, absolutely perfect. Yes, displacement reaction could be a redox reaction. We can give an example. When zinc sulfate reacts with copper, kya banega? What would be forming copper reacts with zinc sulfate? Come on, come on. Displacement dena hai, Piyush. Okay, let's see. Copper sulfate plus zinc. Avinash, अब भी क्या भी उठक बैठक लग जाना चाहिए. So no reaction, no reaction. What were you saying? Reaction hoga कि नहीं होगा? No reaction. Yes, absolutely there would be no reaction. It's wrong. So if I react zinc with copper sulfate, that gives you zinc sulfate, that is ZnSO4 plus copper. Now if you look at zinc to zinc sulfate, it would be add of oxygen bole to oxidation, copper sulfate to copper, that is loss of oxygen, that means it's reduction. So in one reaction, oxidation and reduction, both of them are going on, that means it's a redox reaction. ठीक है, एक एग्जाम्पल दिया and sorted. समझ लो? कोई शक? Yes, zinc has higher reactivity than copper. Peacemaker, high five. Good. Avinash, cool. Okay. All right, moving on to the next one. Write the type of chemical reactions in the following. Reaction between acid and base. Reaction between acid and base. So it is, come on, write the type of chemical reaction. Neutralization. Perfect. It's neutralization. Now, can I also mention double displacement here? Can I mention double displacement in this case? Neutralization के अलावा can I mention double displacement here? Yes, I can. Because neutralization reaction is one of the type of double displacement reaction. Now, listen. Because it's a 5-marker question, you have to justify your answer with at least one example. So you better give one example in each case. So here you can give very old school NaOH react with HCl, that gives you NaCl plus H2O, and it's completely balanced. Sorted, eh, boss? Yes, that's an old school one. Golden reaction. Perfect. Good. Moving on to the next one, rusting of iron. Rusting of iron. Redox, yes, it's a redox, and some of you also write it's an oxidation reaction, which is again acceptable. So now in this case, redox, it's a redox reaction. Now, Fe, iron will get rusted in presence of two necessary conditions, and that is oxygen and moisture. So we will react with O2 and H2O. That gives you ferric oxide Fe2O3 dot XH2. This is the formula of rust. Hi Aditya. Best method to know reactivity of metals, you have to learn reactivity series. I have also told you about simple trick to remember the reactivity series. I'll tell you now only, Himanshu, after this. Okay, simple sa trick hai, I'll tell you that. Yes, I'm coming to it. Now, dot XH2O. Please don't get confused with water of crystallization. They are not water of crystallization. So listen to me and get this concept very, very clear. Here, dot means they are loosely bonded to ferric oxide. Dot only here means loose bonding. XH2O bole to unknown amount of moisture which is present. So X is representing unknown amount of moisture. Water of crystallization, what you learned was a fixed amount. So it's not water of crystallization, guys. It is unknown water molecule. So it's never be a fixed water molecules. Now, coming to the balancing part, it's not balanced. X यहाँ पे unknown show कर रहा है. We don't know, unknown amount of water moisture. So XH2 and XH2. How to balance such reactions? Listen, how to balance such reactions? Let's do it. Let's do it. Fe plus O2 plus XH2. Now, on both the side, it's very, very simple because we know it's unknown amount of moisture. So, water is X. We are not going to cater water in balancing part. We are going to focus on Fe2O3, which is ferric oxide, iron and oxygen. So, let's see. Fe, it's one atom here. On the other side, it's two. Oxygen, it is two atoms here and three atoms on the other side. Water is already X. That's fixed. Fine. Now, how will you balance it? Firstly, you will try to balance iron, make it 2. But oxygen here is what? 2. We have to make it 3. So, let's multiply this with 3 to make it 6 atoms of oxygen. On the other side, we were going to multiply this with 2 to make it 6. So, as we multiplied this with 2, oxygen got equalized, but iron got disturbed, unfortunately. So, now iron has turned to 4. So, what we can do here, we will going to make 4 atoms of iron. So, that's how we will going to equate this equation. Samizla, clear hai boss? 4, 3x, 2x. Yes. Perfect, perfect. It's a different one. You can either remember it directly or you should learn how to balance this. Now in MCQ questions, they do ask you related to ferric oxide, hydrated ferric oxide, what is the formula of rust, what is the color of rust. These are some basic questions that can be asked in your 1 marker or assertion reason. So be ready for that as well. Now can you please tell me a chemical name for Fe2O3.XH2O? No, Adil, it's not necessary. You can use whatever you feel like or you're comfortable with. Come on, guys, give me the chemical name of rust. Chemical name of rust. Give me the chemical name of rust. Ferric oxide, very close peacemaker, but still something is left out. Come on. Chotu sa mistake hai, very, very close. Iron oxide is not acceptable. You have to either give the valency in bracket. Hydrated ferric oxide. That's right, Pushpak. It is hydrated ferric oxide. Now, if you are choosing iron instead of ferric here, so what you can write? Hydrated iron in bracket, in Roman numbers, you have to tell the valency of iron oxide. Okay? Both of them are absolutely correct, but just mentioning iron would not be enough here. Hi, trading with Tanuj. Hi. Okay. I hope this is clear to all of you. Moving on to our next question that's on screen. Mentioning the type of chemical reaction that takes place when these five parts are there. Now. What is a basic mistake a student do? They will only start mentioning the type of reaction. They will say, okay, first wala is a combination reaction and so on and on and on. And in stress, or you can say in hurry, you guys forget to read the last part of the question. So please don't make this mistake here. That's a very, very common, silly mistake children do of not reading the question completely. You just read the first part, types of chemical reaction. Then, oh, that's very easy. I can kill this off. Okay, you can kill this off, but marks will also be killed here if you're not reading the question completely. Okay. Jashan ji, anhydrous bole to without water molecules. If there are fixed water molecules, we'll call hydrated. Without water molecules, without fixed water molecules, that would be anhydrous. Like for example, copper sulfate dot 5H2, that's hydrated copper sulfate. Whereas if we remove those water of crystallization on heating, that becomes anhydrous form of copper sulfate. Samajla? Okay, Avinash, still that answer is incomplete. Mg plus O2 gives you MgO combination reaction, perfect. But still there is chotu sa thing left, and that's balancing. Okay? So Mg plus O2 gives you MgO, and it's definitely combination reaction. Some of you are telling me exothermic reaction also, and that is also acceptable. But you have to balance it along with it. Perfect. J. Avinash, YT, AKFFYT, it's correct. Okay, moving on to the next one. Piyush already answered. Well done. Limestone is heated. Limestone is what? Marble, eggshell, right? So it's calcium carbonate. CaCO3 on heating, that gives you calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. And please be very, very particular. It's thermal decomposition reaction. It's a thermal decomposition reaction. Don't just simply write decomposition, because you have to be precise with your type of reaction here. Okay, next one. Silver bromide is exposed to sunlight. What type of reaction is that? What type of reaction is that? Silver bromide, which is AgBr, going through sunlight, that gives you Ag plus Br2, not balanced. We were going to balance this. It's photolytic decomposition reaction. Avinash, balancing gadbad ja raha hai, boss. It's Br2. Br is diatomic, 9th grade. Non-metals diatomic, H2, Br2, I2, F2. Hai na? So they exist as gaseous form. Absolutely right, Yega. So it's photolytic decomposition reaction. Write it completely. Shortcuts mat likh kar aana. No YouTube, no WhatsApp language. I'm just writing it to save time, but not in paper. Don't do that in paper. WhatsApp language mat likhna. Okay, next. Electricity is passed through acidified water. Acidified water. What's that? What's that? Electrolytic decomposition. Hi, Gayatri. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Poonam, me too. To be honest, me too. Water, H2O, that gives you H2 plus O2. Brilliant, brilliant. H2O, that gives you H2 plus O2. And you were going to write complete condition on the arrow. So conditions needs to be written on or below, above or below arrow. It's not balanced, so let's balance it. Voila, done and dusted. Please mention it completely. Electrolytic, electrolytic, decomposition, reaction. Cool, 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 cool. Moving on to the next one. Hi, Gega Kapoor. Ammonia and hydrogen chloride are mixed with each other. What about the drop of acid and acidified water? Yes, Piyush. So why we add water? To increase electrical conductivity. NH4, Kamal, no, Chotu sa mistake. Avinash, that's right, correct. So it's NH3 ammonia react with HCl, that gives you only single product, which is ammonium chloride, guys. So it is combination reaction. Ammonia gas, HCl gas, that gives you ammonium chloride. So it's a combination reaction. It's a combination reaction. Okay? Two reactants combined together to give you one single product. Friends, to understand that, you better start going through the summary sessions or one-shot sessions. Read the summaries at the end of your NCERT of every chapter. Try to go through that. Reactions likhne ke liye, write it down, practice your reactions. And I'm pretty much sure you're smart enough to understand everything. Is there water a catalyst? No, 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 peacemaker. Water is not a catalyst here. No. Moving on to our next question. Color of copper sulfate. Abhi Mohammed Gurrej, are you asking for anhydrous wala ya crystalline wala? Uspe farak padega. So copper sulfate in general, if I talk about crystals, that's blue in color. And if we heat it, that would turn into white color powder form. So that's anhydrous. So depending upon what question is there, you have to answer it accordingly. Nahi Siddharth ji. No. What type of reaction is this? PBI. ये तो product बना है ना, Aman? It's lead nitrate reacts with potassium iodide. It's a double displacement precipitation reaction. Okay, let me answer a few doubts here before we move on. So it's Ki reacts with PbNO3 whole twice. So it's double displacement. That gives you PbI2, which is a yellow color precipitate, plus its KNO3, which is aqueous. These two are also in its aqueous form. So double displacement and it's a precipitation. So precipitation is also a part of double displacement. Similarly, neutralization is also one of the type of double displacement reaction. I got one more question from you guys. Baking soda is basic. Baking soda is basic. That is how to remember reactivity series. For that, let me tell you a simple way. Please stop calling me a zebra. I like her calling me smart, goat, guy, girl, whatever you want. Smart, calling me smart, goat. Okay? So simply what you have to do, P for potassium, S for sodium, C for calcium, then magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold. इसके नीचे platinum भी आता है. So yeah, you can do that as well. है ना? So that's a simple way of learning reactivity series. Down the series, reactivity decreases. All right. Moving back to our previous question. How will the following substance dissociate to produce ions in their solution? Acid shows acidic character because of the presence of hydronium ions. Bases show basic character because of the presence of hydroxyl or hydroxide ions. So let's see. भाई ions बताने हैं Ramavit. Ions, after getting dissociated, after it gets into an aqueous solution, how will they dissociate? Thank you, Poonamji. Okay, let's do it one by one. Hydrochloric acid in its aqueous form that gives you hydronium ions plus chloride ions, or you can also mention it HCl in its aqueous form that gives you H plus aqueous or Cl minus chloride ions. So this is what they are asking you. You will going to show each reaction, you will going to show each ion ka presence, whether it's hydronium or H plus aqueous like this. So presentation has to be in its reaction form. Now moving on to nitric acid, HNO3 in its aqueous form. Bole to, we are adding water with it. That gives you H3O plus nitrates ions will be there in the system. Next would be sulfuric acid, H2SO4, aqueous form, or if I put water, it's one of the same thing. That gives you H3O plus hydronium ion and sulfate ions in the system. Samizla, how to show your answers here? Next, sodium hydroxide, NaOH, in its aqueous form. Being an alkali, it will completely dissolve into water. That we're going to dissociate 100% into hydroxyl and Na plus ions. So they are all 100% ionization. Why? Because they are all strong acids and strong bases. Moving on to KOH. Potassium hydroxide in its aqueous form that gives you K plus hydroxide ions. Magnesium hydroxide MgOH whole twice. अगर आपने aqueous नहीं लिखा or you missed water and you're just randomly writing MgOH that gives you so and so, you will get shunya. Okay, you will get shunya if you will not going to mention aqueous or conditions like water to be added. Same goes with either you have to write hydronium, or if you're mentioning H plus, you have to write aqueous, otherwise you lose marks there, there as well. So it will be Mg2 plus OH minus. Mg2 plus, Ramvat. So, bhai aur behno, here your complete knowledge of grade 9 comes into picture. Grade 9 is coming back. Ions, valencies, you all have learned in grade 9. Mg के ऊपर 2 plus charge होता है, calcium के ऊपर 2 plus charge होता है. Then you know that nitrate is NO3 1 minus, sulfate के ऊपर 2 minus charge होता है. So all those knowledge has to come into picture again. Yes, it would be 2OH minus. Perfect. ठीक है ना? मौलिक ढूंढ लो भाई. Cool. Cool. Moving on to our next question. 3 acidic solution A, B and C having a pH of 0, 3 and 5 respectively. Which solution has highest concentration of hydrogen ions and which has the lowest concentration of hydrogen ions? बहुत simple है, easily scoreable. 5 marks, easily scoreable. Now please pray for such questions to come in your paper. You will going to take less time, you will save more time and can get full marks as well. So how will you show your answer? You were going to write A has a pH of 0, B has a pH of 3, C has a pH of 5. Now, according to a relation of pH with H plus ion, pH is inversely proportional to H plus ion. Higher the pH value, lower will be the H plus ion concentration, and lower the pH value, higher would be the H plus ion concentration. So it would be A for the first one. Lowest concentration bole to has to be a value higher, on the higher side of pH level. So that would be C. Okay, how will you present your answer is also very important. So try and write what is given in the question, then mention from where exactly you are getting your answer. You can justify this answer by giving this particular relationship. This proves your answer. Whatever you are writing, that's a proof. Okay, how concentrated sulfuric acid can be diluted? Describe the process. पीयूष एक्चुअली गड़बड़ है बॉस ये फॉर्मूला. लॉग का बेस 10 एंड इट्स H प्लस कॉन्सेंट्रेशन को हम लोग हमेशा स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट से शो करते हैं. सो पीयूष इफ यू आर ट्राइंग टू राइट दैट फॉर्मूला, लेट मी टेल यू दैट्स रॉन्ग. सो pH का वैल्यू is what you're writing is minus log base 10. Concentration is always shown with the square bracket, है ना, with H plus ion. But that's not something which will prove this answer. That's not something which will prove this answer. It will come in your grade 11. Which one, Yamin? This one? So, Yamin, what we are talking here is pH values are given to you. Based upon hydrogen ion concentration, they are asking you that these are the pH value which has the lowest concentration of H plus and which has the highest concentration. So lower one, lower the pH, higher would be the H plus ion, or vice versa. And similarly, if higher the pH, lower would be the H plus ion concentration, and accordingly you can choose your answer. Adding sulfuric acid slowly in water is absolutely right. So we will always prefer to add acid into water. We will always pour acid into water slowly with constant stirring. Two conditions, it has to be slow and it has to be with constant stirring. Okay? Now you will also showcase that what happens if you do ulta. What happens if water is added into acid directly? So in that case, you were going to write that reaction would be an immediate exothermic reaction. Because of that immediate increase in temperature, it might rupture the entire apparatus, as well as that acid could splash out directly on you, which has a lot of consequences. It might burn you and sometimes it could be fatal. In my classes, I've already told my children about a story, and it's a real story, guys. I was working in laboratory in my master's, as I remember. So we were having our final practical exams, and my friend was doing some experiment. I was doing some experiment, and she accidentally poured water into concentrated acid. Now imagine in your masters and all, you have very pure acids available in your laboratory. In schools, you don't have a very 100% concentrated acids, no, because it's quite dangerous for you. So as soon as she poured it, that acid splashed out. And trust me, guys, I was wearing my new jeans and it got holes in that. Literally, there were a lot of chotu holes in my jeans, and her lab coat was completely burnt out. So it's very, very dangerous. Be very careful while you're entering into your laboratory, because no one will going to tell you this basic thing. You should know that. And once in grade 11, once you start doing practice and once you go for your practicals, teachers would assume that you already know this foundational stuff, you already know this basic stuff. And once I went back home, I was just hiding my jeans, and after 1 year or so, I just cut those and turned into shorts. So yeah, that's how we save. I thought my mom would like be, kya kara hai ye, naya jeans tha and so. But yeah, I got saved, and after a year, I cut that. So, jugaad. It's jugaad. Does basic contain? Yes, Mohammed. Nothing is 100%, nothing is ideal. So yes, bases do have some amount of H plus ions in them. I won't say no for that 100%. Okay, chale, aage. Perfect. Let's move on. Thank you, Tanuj. Moving on to our next question. Write the name and molecular formula and draw the structure of fourth member of alkane series. So yes, homologous is supremely important for your 2025 exams. Be very, very adamant of practicing lot of questions from homologous and isomers. These two, homologous and isomers. So, name and molecular formula. Draw structure as well. Fourth member of alkane. So, let's solve it one by one. Starting up with writing the alkane, not alkene. Alkane. That's so nice, Anushka. So starting up with writing general formula CnH2n plus 2 because we are representing alkane series. Now, fourth member. So your first member starts with N is equals to 1. Your second member definitely would be with 2 carbon atom. Third would be with 3 carbon atom and fourth member would be with 4 carbon atom. 4 carbon atom bole to N ka value is 4, therefore it would be C4H10. If you substitute N ka value here, that gives you a molecular formula of C4H10. So molecular formula sorted was C4H10. What would be the name? That would be butane. Ane because it's belonging to alkane family. Draw the structure. Now to draw the structure, you have to show the bonds. You have to open all the bonds and show it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's alkane, single bonds everywhere. Open all the bonds and show the hydrogen atoms. I'm telling you guys, this is something which your examiner will look for. If you are writing the structure and you are just condensing the formula, you are compressing the formula, that will not provide you full marks. I'll tell you an example. If you're just writing CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, 0. You are correct, but still you are incorrect. So structures has to be shown with the open bonds. All right? Okay, G. Moving on to the next one. Write the name and formula of the second member of homologous series having general formula CnH2n minus 2. General formula CnH2n minus 2 is for alkynes. है ना? And your first member starts with CnH2n minus 2. First member of alkenes and alkynes starts with 2 carbon atoms. So सबसे छोटू member, सबसे youngest member of alkene and alkene family would start with 2 carbon atoms. Okay? So your first member is for 2 carbon atom. So the second member would have 3 carbon atom. Substituting N ka value as 3 here, you would get, substituting N ka value as 3, what would be the molecular formula? C3H2 into 3 minus 2, that gives you C3H6 minus 2, that gives you C3H4. So that's your molecular formula. So C3H4. Name would be propine. Name would be propine. That's right. That's correct. Cool. Let's draw the structure as well. Structure draw karne ka try karte. It's 1, 2, 3 carbon. We have to distribute 4 hydrogens and that's how we do it. Hi Maulik. For what? Like किसका surname or name? यहाँ का surname या name? Ayupak का or mine? Okay, next one. Write the name and molecular formula of the first member of homologous series of alkenes. Now, methane does not exist in nature. Methane or methane does not exist in nature. Alkene bole to it would be CnH2n. It would be CnH2n. Now, first member also starts with 2 carbon atom. First member starts with 2 carbon atom. So, if I substitute N ka value, that gives me C2H4 and that would be none other than ethene. Good. Very nice, Piyush, Avinash, solid boss. Anushka, electrolytic reduction is a method for extracting high reactive metals. Electrolytic refining is to purify moderate and low reactive metal, which is the last step of your refining, last step of your extraction process. Okay? Okay, all right, guys. So on that positive note, let's move on to our next question. Simple tha, 5 marks, easy to gain. Next question states, write the molecular formula of the following compounds and draw the electron dot structure. Now it's a show time. You have to draw the electron dot structure, but you have to follow certain steps. Now, what are the steps for presentation? Let's talk about it. Ethane, molecular formula, it bole to N ka value 2, N bole to alkane, that means CnH2n plus 2. So, if I put N ka value, that gives me C2H6 as a molecular formula. Hai na? As we go for ethene, N ka value is 2. Formula is CnH2n, and if we substitute, molecular formula would be C2H4. As we go for ethyl, N ka value is 2, general formula CnH2n minus 2, and our molecular formula from this formula comes out to be C2H2. यहाँ तक किसी को कोई doubt, कोई शक? Perfect, Avinash. Fine. Please present your answers using general formula. Use general formulas bhar ke in your carbon-anhydrous compound ka questions. Now, once we have molecular formula, it's time for us to create electron dot structure. So let's do it. Starting up with A, C2H6, which is ethane. Now, what you have to do, first step is to write the electronic configuration. Carbon ka electronic configuration is 2, 4. Hydrogen ka electronic configuration is 1. And for writing electron dot structure, we have to only deal with valence electrons or outermost shell electrons. Now, place the atoms. Carbon, 2 carbons, right? And 6 hydrogens. I will start by placing the hydrogens in carbon to their positions. Simple way to draw electron dot structures. Now place 1 electron on each hydrogen. 1, 1, 1, 1. And for carbon, I'll be using dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 valence electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Solid? Yeah? Okay. Now, each hydrogen has to complete the duplet. So they were going to share, because carbon structures we are dealing with, because we are dealing with hydrocarbons, that always going to participate in covalent bonding. Covalent bonding bole the mutual sharing of their valence electrons. So here again hydrogen will make a duplet by sharing. Now it's a mutual sharing. Ek haath de, ek haath le. If you have taken carbon's electrons, in return, carbon will also ask you your electrons. So now, carbon has 4 electrons, require 4 more to complete the octet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or baju wale carbon ka. So now carbon has completed octet. Very, very happy. On the other side, carbon is again dealing with the same thing. So it has 4 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So carbon has completed its octet here. One bond, or I would say a single covalent bond is made by one shared pair or 2 electrons in total. 2 electrons will give single bond or one shared pair of electrons. So this is one shared pair of electron. So that results into single bond. Cool? Cool. Magnetite ka ice and fire, it is Fe3O4. Solid. Alright. Similarly, you can draw for ethene. Ethene ke liye I will draw, ethine would be your homework. So ethene is what? C2H4. Start by writing electronic configuration. Hydrogen 1, deal with valence electrons. Carbon, carbon, hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Carbon has 4 electrons. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each hydrogen has 1 electron. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1 electron to each hydrogen. Correct hai Piyush ji. Very nice. So now hydrogen will complete the duplet by sharing. Hydrogen completes their duplet by sharing. Now carbon has 4. We're going to take others electrons also to complete its octet. So now 8 is complete. Same thing happens from the other side. Now, because there are 4 electrons participating here or 2 shared pair of electrons, bole to double bond. So this will create one double bond, this will create another double bond, and rest would be single bond between carbon and hydrogen. Done and dusted. Voila. So ethyne is your homework. This would be your homework. Try it on your own. And still, if you find any issue, do let me know. I will help you out. Yes, Abdullah ji, they do have. Nothing is 100%, so they do have chotu part in it sometimes, not always. If structure has O in it, like for example, HNO3, so it is possible. But if it's HCl, there is no O in that, so how can OH minus ions be there? है ना? आगे शुरू करें? चलिए जी. So are you done with your assignments? Are you done with your lab records? Because now we are dealing with the serious time of internal assessment. Your internal marking, 20 marks in science will go from your school. So have you completed your practical copies, practical notebooks? Piyush, आएगा भाई वो समय आएगा. C2? No. In just C2? So no. Completed? Okay. Those who are still have a pending assignments or pending any classwork, homework, please complete it, because that's a serious deal, guys. In fact, 1 or 2 marks, if they deducted somehow, you will going to face issue in your total marking. In your final marks, your percentage might vary here and there. So please make sure that you complete all your assignments. Your practical notebook should be complete with proper dates. So let me tell you this also. When your teachers are checking your practical notebooks, they are mainly dealing with your index part. The first page of your practical notebook, whether all your assignments are complete or not, whether you have completed that practical on the same date when we did that. So those are the point that they look for to give you full marks. Trust me, I have checked, and this is what we look for exactly. ठीक है जी? So when you complete your assignments overnight, teacher is absent Monday, and this has happened with me also, and this is what we feel like. इतना मेहनत करा, रात भर जगा, and now teacher is absent. But we have to finish it. We have to finish our work. Do that. No, it's not possible, because carbon needs to complete its tetravalency, Avya, and it's hydrocarbon, carbon and hydrogen. So they have to make a bond together. है ना? Tetravalency कैसे complete कराओगे? That is not possible here, no? Okay, moving on to our next question. Explain isomerism. Again, I told you in carbon and its compound, homologous series and isomerism is very, very important this year. State any 3 characteristics of isomers and draw the structure of possible isomers of butane. Isomerism kya hota hai? Give me in one line quickly. What is isomerism? What is isomerism? Come on, public. It's very, very simple. Same formula, different structure. Okay. Yes, Raj, you can. Now it's the time. Yes. Isomerism is a good thing. Very good. अच्छा जी अमन जी आपने तो बता दिया. Okay, isomerism is when compounds have same formula but different structure. Basically, isomerism is a phenomena. Okay, it's a phenomenon where isomers are made, and definitely where molecular formula is same and structural formulas are different. Now, based upon that, we can write 3 characteristics. What are 3 characteristics? First is molecular formula would be same. Then second, structural formula would be different. Now, third, they have different physical properties like boiling point, etc. They have different chemical properties. Bole to chemical reactions and a method of preparation would be different. As well as, what else you can write? You were going to write another characteristic that they have. same number of carbon and hydrogen atoms. So different structures also have same number of carbon and hydrogen atoms. Why? Because they are having same molecular formula. So these are certain characteristics that you can write under isomers. Now talking about draw different possible isomers, structural isomers of butane. Correct, Kamal. Bilkul. Absolutely right. So let's make that. Butane bole to C4H10. I have already discussed this trick with you all before. 2 की power n minus 4 plus 1. That's a trick to determine how many total structural formulas can be made. So butane C4H10, 1, 2, 3, 4. In bole to single bond. Distribute hydrogens. And that gives you 10 hydrogens. Single bond between carbon and carbon. What is the isomeric name? N-butane. N bole to normal. Normal bole to simple chain. Normal chain of butane. Next, 4 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hydrogens, if we distribute, 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. क्या बात है 9 and 10. So molecular formula C4H10, molecular formula C4H10, but they look very different from each other, like our siblings. Our siblings are different from each other, right? But we have same parents. So molecular formula is a parent here, but these are bachas which are different from each other, have different properties, likings, dislikings altogether. And what is the name? Isobutane. अच्छा जी, IUPAC nomenclature बताओ जल्दी से. शौर्या, ऑल द बेस्ट. कोई बात नहीं, चिल मारो, पढ़ाई करो, चिल मत मारो, फोकस करो. ऑक्टेन तो पूछेंगे भी नहीं, बट या देर आर अदर फैक्टर्स विच गेट इन्वॉल्व्ड इन दैट. ठीक है ना, वहां पे अदर फैक्टर्स इन्वॉल्व होते हैं. एंड व्हाट यू गाइज आर लर्निंग इज जस्ट वन टाइप ऑफ आइसोमेरिज्म. देर आर 7-8 types of isomerism that you guys will be learning in your grade 12. ठीक है, वहां पे आपके फंक्शनल ग्रुप आइसोमेरिज्म, स्ट्रक्चरल आप पढ़ ही रहे हो, देन देयर वुड बी ज्योमेट्रिकल आइसोमेरिज्म, स्टीरियो आइसोमेरिज्म. सो यू विल बी लर्निंग मोर इन योर हायर ग्रेड्स. N-butane isocar 2-methyl propane. Cool. Very good. So this is having IUPAC nomenclature where we just write butane. That's it. No N is required. IUPAC for this is 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. And this is the substituent. So methyl group is attached to second carbon atom. So 2-methyl is a prefix. Root word is 3 carbons in a parent chain. That's prop. All are connected with single bond. So that would be propane. So voila, 2-methyl propane. How is isobutane, methyl thing, please? Please, Nego, I couldn't understand your question, but can you please elaborate? So isomeric names is something you have to learn them directly. IUPAC nomenclature is where rules and regulation comes into picture. So there you have to remember it using rules that you've already learned. Okay? And for iso, here iso, if you're asking, iso ka matlab second carbon pe jo branch nikla hai, that gives iso as a name. Now neo ke andar, neopentane you guys have learned. So from one carbon atom when 2 branches are coming out, so that becomes neo. So there is one more thing which added here, primary, secondary, tertiary, which again you will be learning in your grade 11. Cool? Thank you, Proking. Moving on to our next question. Next question. बड़े अच्छे लगते हैं. 3 ml of ethanol is taken in the test tube when warmed gently in water bath. 5% solution of alkaline potassium permanganate is added first drop by drop and to the solution, then it is added in excess. Let's read the question. How is 5% solution of KMnO4 prepared? कैसे बनाओगे? How the solution would be prepared, we know what we are talking about. We are talking about oxidation of alcohol into carboxylic acid. But questions have asked here is different. 5% of KMnO4 would be prepared when we add 5 grams of KMnO4 in KMnO4 potassium permanganate in how much? 95 grams of water. So this is too diluted, very, very diluted. You remember vinegar? You remember vinegar is not pure form of acetic acid. It is 5% approximately of acetic acid with 95 grams of water. Yeah, so it's the same thing. Absolutely right, Piyush. Bilkul. So it would be 5% solution of KMnO4, not ethanol. Piyush, not ethanol. 5 grams of KMnO4 plus 95 grams of water. That's how you were going to make it solution. State the role of alkaline KMnO4 potassium permanganate in this reaction. What happens on adding in axis? Bilkul. Pushpak, by the end, I will explain. Remind me one more time. Role of alkaline KMnO4, it's acting as the oxidizing agent. Very nice, Surya. So it's acting as the oxidizing agent. Cool. And what happened if we put this in excess? Now listen to me very, very carefully. What you will be writing in this case. See, it was asked in 2020. So CH3, CH2OH. You add alkaline KMnO4 into that, right? As an oxidizing agent, which form acetic acid. Now, if you add excess amount of KMnO4, potassium permanganate is purple in color. You guys have already learned this in one of the activity of your grade 9th. If you guys remember, you've already learned about the color. Potassium permanganate, if you add it into excess, that purple color will going to persist with no further reaction, because already reaction has taken place. Already entire alcohol has been converted into acetic acid. Now, if you're adding excess amount of oxidizing agent, it will have no use there. There is no use case of alkaline potassium permanganate there, because already the work is done. So, purple color will persist. This is what you will going to write. That purple color will persist as already reaction is complete. Therefore, there is no further use of alkaline KMnO4. ठीक है? नहीं, colorless नहीं होगा. Colorless tab hoga peacemaker if it's keep on using up. But if you are adding it into axis, that its original color will going to persist, right? So its original color is purple only. So that would persist. Moving on to the next question, write chemical equation for this reaction. Man, thank you so much for appreciating. I really appreciate that. So write chemical equation for this reaction. We have already written this. Plus oxygen यहाँ पे to show oxidation. Methyl, ethyl. Acha, Abdullah, methyl, ethyls are the substituents. Substituents बोले तो जो branch में निकल के आते हैं. CH4 में से 1H if we remove, that turns into CH3. So methane becomes methyl. Similarly, C2H5. That's your, or if I open it, CH3, CH3. If I remove 1H from it, that becomes CH3, CH2. That becomes ethyl and so on. And they are all used as the branch or a substituent in the parent chain. The one which is not coming as a counting in your entire parent chain or a root word. Something which is left out as a branch is a substituent here. Anushka was way back. I don't even remember now. Wah, wah, Kamal, wah. Thank you. Chal, moving on to our next question. A and B are sodium salts of long chain of carboxylic acid and long chain of sulfonic acid respectively. So which one is A or B that you will prefer as a cleansing agent while using underground water? Underground water is definitely hard water. Remember that. It's hard water. Hard water pe cleansing action can be given only by a detergent, because soap does not work well with hard water, if you guys remember. So sodium salt of sulfonic acid, A bole to it's soap. ठीक है, long chain of carboxylic acid is soap, sulfonic acid B bole to detergent. So which one will be acting here? B, detergent. Very nice. That's your answer. Simple. Moving on to the next one. Give reason for your answer. Elaborate on the process of cleansing action. Illustrate Micelle with the help of diagram. Labeled diagram. So how will you explain that? Now, Micelle formation ke liye, you will be giving a proper structure and step by step, like soap ka structure will look like a tadpole structure which has a head and tail. Tail is hydrocarbon chain. Tail is hydrocarbon chain, whereas head is the ionic head. Now, number of structures will, or soap structures will accumulate and create micelle. Now, how will they accumulate? Like this. Head would be on the exterior portion and tail would be on the interior portion, right? This is the structure. You will also going to state which is water loving and which is water hating. So your head would be hydrophilic, whereas tail is hydrophobic. Bole to have a phobia of water, does not love water at all. Now in points, you will be explaining how this cleansing action will going to work. You were going to explain them that in micelle, in the interior portion, there would be a dirt entrapped, whereas water would be attached to the hydrocarbon. Water would be attached to the ionic head here. Now, once you agitate the cloth, once you start agitating the cloth, try to clean the cloth, all the dirt particles will come inside water, make it a colloidal solution, and your dirt and your cloth comes out to be clean. That's how micelle will going to work, and that's how cleansing action will going to work. ठीक है, समझदार, just give your answers in the point, to the point. Detergent works in hard water, A being soaped, that's right, Piyush, it will going to form scum. Points में लिखकर आना and to the point. No kahani, nothing. You will going to mention the process of cleaning, that is agitation wala thing. Then you will going to say that dirt has been entrapped in the center and they are entrapped by the tail or a hydrocarbon chain, and outer side is attached with water. Once we agitate it, that dirt will going to come out into water, making water colloidal solution, and once we pass torch through it, it will going to show the Tyndall effect and cloth comes out to be clean. ठीक है? Okay, thank you. चलिए, moving on. What is the name of reaction for the formation of soap from ester? One word answer. One word answer. Maulik, my name only. Saponification, Abdullah, high five. That's how we do it. Good. That's saponification reaction. So basically formation of soap, which is actually the ulta reaction of esterification, opposite reaction of esterification. Peacemaker, physics class would be there after me. Bio will be taken up separately today. Easy or scoring chapters kaun se hain? Devil, all chapters are easy, all chapters are scoring till the time you read them properly, till the time you solve all the questions. So yahan pe you cannot choose because there is no negative marking. You will get questions from every chapter. It will going to work only if you are preparing for competitive exams. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे तो बस सब पढ़ना है. Maulik, my name is Rachita Sachdeva. Moving on to our next question on screen. Come on, guys. Two carbon compounds X and Y have a molecular formula of C4H8 and C5H12 respectively. Which one of the following likely to show the addition reaction? Justify your answer and also give the chemical equation to explain the process of addition reaction in this case. Come on. Yes, peacemaker. Saponification is where soap formation takes place. Esterification mein carboxylic acid and ethanol will going to react together, whereas there would be ulta in saponification reaction. ठीक है? चलिए. So compound X, C4H8. C4H8 falls into a category of CnH2n. CnH2n is nothing but it's alkene. C5H12 is your Y. So X, C4H8. It's alkene. Bole to it's butene. Whereas Y is C5H12. That falls into a category of alkane and it's called as pentane. Now question is, which one of them more likely to give you addition reaction? Absolutely, Arnav, that's right. That's right, Piyush. So there are few conditions for addition reaction. It is a characteristic reaction for unsaturated hydrocarbon. Unsaturated bole to double bond ya triple bond. So obviously X is more likely to give addition reaction. Why? Because it is unsaturated hydrocarbon. It is unsaturated hydrocarbon. Justify your answer. To justify your answer, you have to showcase the entire reaction. Now let's do that. You can write this in your notebook as well. In the presence of nickel, palladium or platinum as the catalyst. Correct. So unsaturated would be converted to saturated hydrocarbon. C4H8. Ye diya na? Haan. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I write this way? Or can I write C double bond CH3? CH3. Can I write this way? Can I write this way? Or can I write C double bond C CH3? CH3. Are these correct? No, they are not yet complete because carbon has to complete its tetravalency. So what we do, we'll put hydrogen here. So let me make this reaction for you. CH3, CH, double bond CH, CH3. ठीक है? Addition of hydrogen. Hydrogen का addition हो रहा है. Now hydrogen is added where? To a double bond. So one hydrogen atom would be added to each carbon atom. Double bond will be removed. That results into formation of CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3 in presence of nickel as a catalyst. So it's an addition reaction. It's a hydrogenation addition reaction. You can write both of them. Cool? Cool. कोई शक, कोई doubt? यहाँ तक किसी को कोई शक, कोई doubt? Hi, Ronak. All right, guys. Moving on to our next question. How would you bring the following conversion? So, these three are your homework. These two are something which I'm going to help you with. Actually, you will help yourself. Please do that. Zoya, it's a better way to present your answer, but condensed form will also work. No worries. If you don't want to open the bonds and you directly want to write the reaction, that works. So first one, ethanol to ethene. I've already got an answer from Abhishek. High five. Very good. It's dehydration reaction. It's dehydration reaction. But for that, you have to also show the reaction. It's not complete until and unless you show. So it's CH3, CH2, OH, ethanol, in presence of dehydrating agent, which is concentrated H2SO4, water would be removed. And once water would be removed, that leads to the formation of 2 carbons, 2 hydrogens each. To complete tetravalency, have to put a double bond. So ethanol turns to ethene, plus water would be eliminated as the byproduct. Okay, so Anushka, in last days, obviously, everyone has that anxiety because you're giving board exams for the first time, and that's a very human effect. It's very human to feel anxious and stressed out and thinking about अरे हमें तो कुछ आता ही नहीं है. Once you start focusing on your mock test papers, because it's the time, you're done with your entire syllabus by now, so start solving mock papers, put a timer, start solving as many questions as you can, look out for the sample papers. There are in fact some extra questions given as a question bank on your CBSE website. Go check that out, so that more and more questions you solve, you will never get surprised in your board exam. So that's something which is bad. If you get surprised in your board exam and you see a question, oh, I don't know anything, I've not read anything about it, that's where you lose yourself. So to not get into that situation, better thing is to start practicing from now on. And please make a proper timer and solve them. Don't just randomly solve it. Check your paper on your own so that you also get to know your mistakes, where you are mistaken, what are the things you can clarify, what are the things you can improve upon, what are the keywords you have to do. Now, another thing I would like to mention, as this is the last session for our 5 marker, try to underline your keywords, and you can practice this while your mock papers, while you're revising it. Ek teer do nishane, if you have heard about it. So while you're revising your answer sheet by the end of your exam, you start underlining keywords using pencil only, no pen. Underline keywords that helps your examiner to pick up those important terms and give you marks. That become easy on your examiner, that increases the presentation of your answer sheet, and definitely your examiner would be happy, and that has some good effect on your papers as well. So yeah, try to make the job of your examiner easy. Diagrammatic form only if it is necessary, not always. If diagrams are asked, peacemaker, then only draw that. Otherwise, don't waste time drawing the diagrams. All right, propanol to propanoic acid, alcohol to acetic acid, carboxylic acid, right? So that's none other than oxidation. You already did that. In presence of oxidizing agent, that is either alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified dichromate, potassium dichromate, K2Cr2O7. Perfect, that's right. Cool. Yes, Advait. Yes, Piyush. Bilkul theek. Cool. Alright guys, last 3 is your homework. So please keep your calm and start focusing, start practicing. Polymerization, peacemaker, polymer. So poly means many. And once you join so many hydrocarbons together in a chain form, that becomes a polymer. Like polythene, right? Ethene. So many structures have been joined together in a poly bole to many, and that gives you a structure of polythene. That's a simple version. Rest you will learn about polymerization in higher grades in detail along with the structures. All right, all the best, Bright. So that was it from my side. Soon you will be catching up with your physics teacher. I hope you have learned something during your 1 markers till your 5 markers. Remember all the things that we have told you, all the tips that we have given you, that comes with an experience. So please make a wise use of that. So phir milenge chalte chalte. Kamal, as the ma'am is on leave today, but she will be taking your sessions later. 5 marker ka separate session for bio would be there, and intimation for that would be given to you on your community group. So please keep checking your community place, and you will be informed there. Thank you so much guys. So अच्छा तो हम चलते हैं, फिर कब मिलोगे जब तुम कहोगे. चलो फिर जल्दी मिलेंगे. So that was it from my side guys. This is me Rashta Sushni was signing off. Take care, stay safe, stay happy always, and all the best. Bye. Take care.
Hey kids, welcome to yet another wonderful session by Physics Wala. This is Sriraj, your physics tutor for the day. How are you all doing? We are already done with 1, 2, 3 and 4 markers, and today I have brought you the 5 markers, all the exciting questions all the way from previous year question paper to sample paper and most anticipated expected questions. So I get to see Peacemaker was saying, sir, do we have physics session today? Yes, indeed, we have physics session. Here I am. So how are you all doing? I know very less number of days left. A big mega revision is also about to wrap up. In this session, my dear kids, I'm going to cover each and everything in a comprehensive manner. Everything from all the chapters will be covered, okay? So how are you all doing? I hope you are all doing very well. And you know what? As usual, I will be giving you the first ever poll for today where you will be deciding which question to be started first in this session. Hello there, hi. Yuvraj says hi. Hello Sumit, how are you doing? Bright says we are good, sir. What about you? I'm also doing superb, super great. Okay, yes, 5 markers. We are going to actually start with 5 markers today. Okay then. Here comes the first poll, but before I start the poll, let me rename all the chapters, give you the options where you can choose which chapter to be taught first, okay? Maybe those who have already attended my sessions, 2, 3 and 4 markers, you all know electricity is no longer difficult for you, right? The same thing is going to happen in today's session as well. Once the session is about to end, the electricity will be super easy for you. All right. Okay, let's go. I'll go start a poll here. And if you want me to start light reflection and refraction, you will be giving option A. If you want me to start human eye and colorful world, choose option B. Wait till the poll starts. I'm just starting with, naming the chapters. If you want me to start electricity first, type C once the poll starts. And if you want me to start magnetic effect of electric current, that's when you will be choosing D. All right, so here comes your 45 minutes poll where you will be letting me know which chapter you want me to start first. Go ahead and go type your options in the chat forum where your name will be recorded along with the poll. All right, I can see some of them are saying A, C, A and C, here and here, electricity and light reflection, refraction. All right, great, guys, go ahead. We still have some time left. 3 more seconds left, and you will be giving me the answers, and the poll stops now. Okay, as I can see many A's and C, shall I choose between A and C? Well, this will also be counting for your leaderboard. It's a bonus one, just a bonus point. Hello. Let's see how many of you want me to start. Well, just look at the poll. B and D are tie. Human eye and magnetism is a tie. And most of you want me to start with electricity. Okay, that's what you know. You guys might feel difficult, right? Well, not anymore. The electricity is going to start now. See, there will be lots of polls happening in my session. You already know, right? Those who are all there in my session for the previous 2, 3, 4 markers, you will be knowing so much polls to grab, so much position to grab and flaunt in your social circle, right? Are you all ready? Yeah, formulas will also be discussed when and where we will be solving all the numericals. Okay, these 5 markers, you can expect most of the numericals from this chapter. All right, from all the chapter indeed. Okay, so let's get started with electricity. Get your pens, get your notes ready so that you can do the calculations super fast and grab your spot in the poll. Grab your spot in the leaderboard. Okay, so chalo, let's get started with first ever question of electricity in today's session. Here comes electricity, and the first ever question of today's electricity is about resistance. All right, see, electricity is all about, the chapter electricity is all about electric current. All right, there is one opposition there for electric current, that's resistance, right? So we are going to talk about that flow of, opposition offered for flow of resistance, okay? Ronak Agarwal says, good evening. Hi there, good evening. Okay, what does the question says? List two factors on which the resistance of a conductor in the shape of a straight cylinder depends upon. So they're talking about resistance. You all know resistance, right? Pretty simple, okay? Write the relation between resistance and resistivity of a material of the conductor. Use the relation to obtain SI unit of resistivity. Well, what type of question is this? These are the 5 markers, right? Yes, absolutely great. Most of you are saying the right answer in the chat forum. But when the poll comes, be as quick as this, okay? Let's go try to answer the first question of the day by understanding what resistance is, okay? See, we all know R, all right? Resistance is denoted by a letter R. Resistance, right, my dear students? Resistance is denoted by R. And how do you define resistance? Resistance offered for flow of electrons. What's that? Is directly proportional to the length of the conductor, inversely proportional to area of cross section. It's like rho L by A, right? So what are the factors that depends, that actually helps you understand the factors that actually depend the resistance? That's length. L is what? Length. And what is A? It's area of cross section, isn't it? Area of cross section of wire. See, area of cross section is thickness, okay? If you have a thick wire, the area of cross section is big. Can you see it is inversely proportional, okay? And the length is how big a wire is, all right? So can you see resistance is directly proportional to L? That's why we have it in numerator. And resistance is inversely proportional to area of cross section. So what might happen, right? There might also be a question. What happens to the resistance of a wire if the length is doubled, okay, keeping the volume same? So just you will be making 2L. So what happened to resistance? Increases 2 times, isn't it? So that's how you are supposed to answer this question. So this is about the factors. So you'll be telling the resistance depends upon the length of the wire and inversely proportional to area of cross section. Now this is about resistance. There is the next part of the question left. Can you see what's the next part of the question, my dear students? Well, the next part is you're supposed to find the relation between R and rho, resistivity. How can you do that? See, use the relation to obtain the unit of resistivity. We all know that. Let's try to get resistivity in one side, either LHS, and let's take all the other stuff to the next side, okay? Right, so we have R is equal to rho L by A, right? So I'm going to keep the resistivity in the right side and take all the other terms towards left. Can we do it? So what will happen? The A is in denominator, cross multiply. R A divided by length goes over here, gives you rho. Rho is resistivity. Shall I write it on the screen? Rho is what? Resistivity, okay? Now, can you see how resistivity is depending upon? Resistivity depends upon rho is equal to RA times L. RA divided by L. Now, we are supposed to find the unit of it. Whenever you do numericals, my dear students, what's the one thing you remember at the end? To write the SI unit. Without SI unit, you're going to, lose half of the mark, which is so important when you're trying to score for big ranks, okay? And now we have SI unit of resistance is ohm, and we know the SI unit of area. It's like cross section, right? It will be having square meters in that. So we'll be having meter square. What about length? Length is measured in meters, right? So you're going to write meter over here. So it is meter. What is going to happen? So we have meter into meter square. Our meter term in the denominator gets cancelled. So what do we have? We have rho is equal to ohm into meter, ohm meter. This is the SI unit of resistivity. Is it clear, my dear student? What's the SI unit of resistivity? Our resistivity is ohm meter, not ohm per meter. Remember, it's ohm meter. Got it? I hope everyone got to know how we get to write the unit of resistivity. Okay, I'll try to write it again on the screen. It's what? It's ohm meter. All right, ohm meter is the SI unit of resistivity. Is it clear? Ronak Agarwal says thank you for this class. Well, I'm in fact very happy for you to take this session for you. All right, this part is done. Next comes here. Listen, the first ever poll of the day. Are you all ready for the poll? See, there is going to be indeed a poll for this question, but before I give you the answer, there will be lots of explanation, and then I'm going to give you the answer. Are you all ready? Let's go here and try to understand what the question actually is. The resistance of a metal wire of length, they are giving you the length of the wire to be 1 meter and the resistance is 40 ohms. All right. Next, if the area of cross section of wire is 6.5 into 10 power minus 8. So they are giving you the thickness. That's the area of cross section. How much is the area of cross section? 6.5 into 10 power minus 8. In this case, we are supposed to find the resistivity of the wire. You all know, right? So we know the relation between resistance and resistivity. R is equal to rho L by A. Well, rho is equal to R times A divided by L. This is what we just found out, isn't it? This is where we arrived at. So we are going to use the same formula for the next question and try to solve this. Got it? What's all have been given? They are giving you the length of the wire, right? Can you see the length of the wire? The length of the wire is 1 meter. And what about the resistance, my dear students? Resistance is 40 ohm and they are giving you the area of cross section in SI unit. Can you see it is in SI unit itself? Area of cross section is 6.5 into 10 power minus 8 square meters. Remember to write units always. Remember to write unit because it also carries marks. All right. So, chalo, before I actually try to solve it, here comes your options. The different options for today will be 6.2 into 10 power minus 6 ohm meter, and we have got option B 6.3 into 10 power minus 6 ohm meter, and we have option C 2.6 into 10 power minus 6 ohm meter, and option D we have 2.6 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter. So these are the options you have, and you'll be getting 45 seconds today for you to go ahead and give me the right answer for this question. This is the time where you go ahead and tell me your answers in the chat forum by typing the options. Okay, in the meantime, what I will be doing is I'll be solving the part over here. See, we'll be just substituting rho is equal to R is 40, right? Times area of cross section, my dear students. It's over here, 6.5 times 10 power minus 8 divided by what's the length of the wire? It's 1 meters, right? We're going to write 1. See, after writing or calculating the unit, what are you supposed to do at the end? What are you supposed to do? Write the unit. Do not forget to write the unit. Very important. So the poll has stopped and the right answer will be, let's see how many of you have given the right answer. The right answer is 2.6 into 10 power 6 ohm meter, and 88% of you have given the right answer. Congratulations. See, a small mistake can lead take you very far. We have 2.6 10 power minus 8, 2.6 10 power minus 6. This also matters. The right option is 2.6 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meter. Okay, minus 6 ohm meter. Okay, 10 power minus 6 ohm meter. Okay, and remember, hold on, the leaderboard will be shown after every 2 numericals. Okay, great. It's time for us to go to the next part of the question. So this is theory based. In the given circuit, A, B, C and D are the 4 lamps connected together. Okay, so what are A, B, C and D? They are the 4 lamps. Okay, so we've got 4 lamps A, B, C and D. All right, and how are they connected? Can you see? They are connected parallelly. Okay, parallelly. Next, and we have a supply of 60 volts. You are trying to give a supply of 60 volts for this supply. Okay, next, analyze the circuit to find the following question. What kind of combination are the lamps arranged in, series or parallel? How to analyze whether in a given circuit it's series or parallel? How to analyze? Simple, right? You're going to see the starting ends and you're going to see the ending ends. If all the starting ends of a resistor and if all the ending ends are connected together, all the starting ends of a device and all the ending ends of device are connected together, we're going to call it as parallel, right? See over here we have starting end. Yes, I'm going to write starting end of all the lamps over here. Starting end are connected at a point, right? And we have ending end. Everything is connected together. Can you see, my dear students? So tell me, is it series or parallel? This is indeed parallel connection, isn't it? Yeah, so the answer for the first part of the question is, so we are getting to see parallel connection. The lamps are connected parallelly, right? The lamps are connected in parallel connection, connected parallelly. Okay, this part is done. Explain with reference to your above answer what are the advantages of connecting lamps in parallel. So do you remember, my dear students, what are the advantages of connecting all the appliances, home appliances in parallel? You might be remembering it because that's how you study it, right? See, the advantage of connecting all these lamps in parallel is that first thing is you can operate independently, right? See, yeah, so you'll be getting same potential. Yeah, imagine you'll be getting same potential, and if you try to connect it in series, okay, and series will be how the series connection would look something like this, right? You have bulb A and you have bulb B, bulb C and bulb D, okay? You have all the bulbs A, B, C and D. This is A, this is B, this is C and this is D. But if you want to only turn on bulb D, what's going to happen? Do you think all other bulbs will be off in series and only bulb D will be working? No, right? What's going to happen? All A, B, C have to be kept on to operate D. So we cannot operate stuff independently whenever you are operating in series. The only way is parallel, right? Yes. So what we can say is we can operate the lamps parallelly. One of the advantages is we can operate parallelly. We can operate independently, right? Operate lamps independently, okay? Lamps independently. Then what's going to happen next? Just give me a moment. What's going to happen next? What is the other advantage? See, every bulb will be having specific voltage rating, and it will also be having the current rating, okay? So here what happens is that the current will be just drawn accordingly, and if the things are connected in series, there might be voltage drop, there might not be enough voltage supplied for all the device to work at its 100% efficiency. Got it? Yes. Circuit is not disturbed if there is a short circuit. Absolutely. See, whenever, imagine if this bulb is gone, okay, if this is shorted, still the current has got this path to go, right? So you can operate independently even if one of the bulb is shorted. Got it? So this is the part of answer for the first part. Now comes another question where there will be another pole. Now we have the same circuit, okay? We have all the lamps 1, A, B, C, D over here, and we have a question. Explain with proper calculations which lamp glows the brightest, okay? So here comes the pole. If lamp A glows, choose option C. If lamp B glows, choose option D. I mean, if lamp A glows, choose option A, and lamp D glows brighter, choose option B. Pretty confusing, right? So yeah, there is the reason why I give you like this is for you to think, okay? Now here comes the poll. In the meantime, I will be explaining. 30 seconds is more than enough. You will be telling which of these lamps will be glowing properly. Got it? So they're asking you to do the calculations as well. You can just see here and tell, but they're asking you to do the calculations, so you will be telling them with proper calculations, okay? Now for the bulb to glow brighter, what should happen? The power consumption should be high, right? In this case, you know that power has got the formula P is equal to V times I, okay? Voltage is 60 everywhere, okay? To get more power, you should have the current which is more, right? So which bulb is drawing more current? A, B, C or D? Which one, my dear students? Okay, go ahead. Is the time up? Okay, time up. Now, if you see this part, my dear students, if you see A, the power of A is 60 times 3, it is 180 watts. Okay, the one with higher power rating will be glowing brighter. So, to get the more power, the bulb should be glowing brightest, right? So 60 times 5 amps, right? So you will get 300 watts. So which bulb will be glowing? C bulb will be glowing. C means option A should be the right answer, okay? If you have given option A, you'll be getting 50-50. See where you have done the mistake. I confused you with the options itself, right? So bulb A, option A, bulb C. That's where I created a difficulty for you to give. Fine. Let's see the leaderboard. Let's see who is leading. So we have Ronak in top 1 position. Absolutely great, Ronak. Hats off. Ronak says, sir, please get light reflection and refraction doing as well. Of course, my dear students, that is also there. After electricity, we will be straightly jumping to light, reflection and refraction. All right. Leaderboard I just showed. Okay, Peacemaker asked me to show leaderboard. So here is the leaderboard. Just look at yourself where you are, and you still have got lots and lots of time for you to rank up by the end of the session. Okay. Now let's go to the next part. What is meant by heating effect of electric current? Derive an expression for amount of heat produced in a conductor of resistance R through where a current of I flows through it for t seconds time. You know Joule's law of heating, my dear students. What does Joule's law of heating says? When current flows in a conductor, when an electric current flows in a conductor, what's going to happen? When an electric current flows through a conductor, okay? Current flows through a conductor, what's going to happen? A heat is produced, right? Through a conductor. Heat is produced, okay? Heat produced is proportional to 3 things. Can you tell me? Heat produced is proportional to square of current flowing through it, resistance of it, and for the time for which it is flowing for. Remember, heating effect of electric current, it's also called as Joule's law. Can you remember this? All right. This is what? Joule's law. What are they asking again? They're asking you to derive an expression, right? So we know H is equal to I square RT. Can you think this can be rewritten? It can be rewritten in 2 ways. Use Ohm's law. Can you use Ohm's law? Okay, I will go a bit slower, Tashwin. Sure. All right. The Ohm's law says V is equal to I times R, right? Wherever you have I, try to put, or wherever you have I, you can put what? V by R. So let's try to put this. H is equal to, we have got I, right? So put V by R, and this is whole square times R into T. So what's going to happen? H is equal to V square, and this gets cancelled. We have R into T, or you can write H is equal to V I T. You know R is equal to what, my dear students? R is equal to V by I. If you put R is equal to V by I is equal to V by R, you will be ending up with the 3 forms of Joule's law of heating. What's the first form? H is equal to I square RT. What's the next form? Can also be written as V square R by T, or H is equal to VIT. If you write all these things, you will be getting complete marks. Got it? Isn't it easy? The Joule's law of heating. Now go ahead and let me know if you understood Joule's law of heating. Okay, quickly make a note of it because this will be asked in your examinations. Got it? So try to make a quick note of 3 laws or 3 forms of Joule's law, because whenever you've got less time, let's say they're giving you current, they're giving you resistance and time, you'll be using this formula. When you don't have current, you have voltage, resistance and time. Which formula you'll be using? You'll be using this. Sir, please explain again. Yes, my dear student, I will explain. See, Joule's law of heating says whenever an electric current is flowing, what's going to happen? There will be heat produced, okay? the heat produced will be directly proportional to how much current flows, for what time it flows, and the resistance of the wire itself. Okay, so heat is equal to square of current, and we have got resistance and the time it flows. That's the basic Joule's law. Got it? We are going to use Ohm's law. See this, what is this? This is Ohm's law, right? This is Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. It's a form of Ohm's law. I is equal to V by R, and we have R is equal to V by R. Just rearranging. Got it? So in this case, put this in this formula, you'll be getting two other forms. I hope you understood. Hi there. Hi, unknown mystery. How are you? Are you ready to grab your spot in the poll? Everyone else? Okay. Now let's go to the part where we've got poll question. So here is another question where a poll is up for grab. Calculate the amount of heat produced in a conductor of resistance 10 ohm. Okay, so they are giving you the resistance of a wire, all right, or a conductor. Okay, so conductor is basically what? A wire, right? The resistance of a wire to be 10 ohm and a current of 2 amperes flow through it for a time period of 100 seconds. See, we have got three things, right? We've got three formulas to use here. Joule's law of heating. So which formula do you think would be giving you the fastest answer? Wait. Here comes the poll. Do not hurry up. Option A, 6 kilojoules. Well, K is for 1000, my dear students. Kilo means what? 1000. Got it? So option B, you got 60 kilojoules. Option C, you got 4 kilojoules. And option D, you've got 40 kilojoules. Okay, so here comes the 30 seconds timer. In the meantime, I will be helping you solve it. Okay, see, in this cases, what you might think is, oh my god, voltage is not given. Why not we find the voltage first using V is equal to I times R, and then use the formula H is equal to V square by R times T, right? But when you have lots and lots of time, well, no one is stopping you to do this. But imagine you don't have that much time left. What are you going to do? You are going to try finding a formula where you have all the terms over here. Okay, H is equal to, we can use I square RT, another form, right? So what is the current here? 2 square, right? What's the resistance? It's 10 ohms, and time for which it is flowing is 100. So 2 square is 4 times 100 times 10 is 1000. It can also be written as 4 kilojoules. Clear? What's the right answer? Option C is the right answer. Option C. 63.64 of you have given the right answer. Big hats off to you. 4000 joules or 4 kilojoules. Both are same, alright? See, 4000 joules. The 1000 can be written as kilojoules. Got it? I hope you all have understood and there is not a single confusion in this part. Clear? Alright, the poll will be shown for where? The next part, right? The poll will be shown for the next numerical at the end of next numerical. I mean, unknown mystery, yeah, of course, leaderboard, that's what I was trying to say. Leaderboard after every 2 polls. Got it? Great. Going to the next question. State Ohm's law. Draw VI graph for ohmic conductor. Ohm's law is applicable only for ohmic conductors like, you know, resistors and all. Leaderboard very soon, my dear students. Leaderboard very soon. Okay. Now, Ohm's law says that the amount of current flowing in a conductor, right? The current flowing in a conductor. The current flowing in a conductor is proportional to what? In a conductor is proportional to applied voltage across its ends, right? Applied voltage across its ends, or applied potential difference, or voltage across its ends. Is it done? Is it this much? Ohm's law is only this much? No, right? The Ohm's law is like, it ends with provided the physical parameters like length, area of cross section, along with that temperature kept constant, right? So what shall we do? Constant when physical parameters are kept constant. Got it? Physical parameters are kept constant. Okay, meters are kept constant. I hope you all understood what Ohm's law is. This is what it is. And if they ask you to draw a VI graph, my dear students, how are you going to draw? See, usually whenever you get to see a graph, try to plot the part which they have asked first in y-axis and the next one in x-axis. This is the convention which we use, okay? So it's how widely used. If they want you to draw IV graph, they will tell you draw IV graph. So then you take I in y-axis and V in x-axis. No worries if you do it the other way around as well, but this is how we actually use in convention. Got it? Okay, so there is potential difference taken in y-axis and we have current taken in x-axis, and we all know that the linear relation between voltage and current, because we have got the resistance with a constant, temperature is constant. Great. Okay, temperature, resistance, okay, the resistance depends upon temperature, length of a material, area of cross section. If you keep that same, well, the Ohm's law is absolutely valid. Got it? Okay, here comes the next part. Can you see a question where there is a pole? Is there a pole up for grab? I don't think so. Do we have? Yes? Okay, so here comes the question. Now they're asking you to find the electrical resistance of a metal. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to try to mirror this, copy this, so we can try to solve the part of the question. Well, what you will be doing, this is a question based on resistivity. Can you see it? So they have given the resistance of a wire. Okay, the length of a wire is 1 kilometers. So 1 kilometer can be written as how much? 1000 meters, right? And the resistance of 1 kilometer wire is 200 ohms. In this case, the area of cross section is also given, and that comes out to be 40 into 10 power 8 meter square. We are supposed to find what? Just the resistivity of the material. All right, the resistivity of the material is also what to be found. We know R is equal to rho L by A. Well, what does rho says? Rho is equal to R times A divided by L. Got it? So this will be homework for you, because this is a kind of numerical which we just saw. So go ahead and give me your answer. Not in the live chat. Once the live session ends, you will be giving me the answer for this question. I'm going to name this question as what? Shall I just star this question? Well, this is a star question. Okay, this is a star question. This is a homework. I want every one of you to give me the answer over here in the chat forum, chat box, after the live session ends. Okay, let's go to the next part and see whether if we have got pole. Yeah, pole is up for grabs. So before we actually go and answer the poll, you have three resistors of resistances R1, R2 and R3. If equivalent resistance in series is Rs and equivalent resistance of parallel is Rp, we are supposed to find what's the relation for series and parallel. Are you all ready? So here comes the answer. Here comes the answer. The poles, all right? Series and parallel, okay? This will be for series. This will be for parallel, okay? So the options are R1 plus R2 for series, comma, and we have parallel 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, okay? Option B, we have got R1 and we have got 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, okay? Option C, look carefully. Option C, R1 plus R2 plus R3, comma, R equivalent. I'm just giving you the R equivalent final answer, okay? So 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. The final option for you is R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is the option for finally, my dear students, the final answer which you will be giving. Wait for the poll. I'll also explain. If you don't know, I'll also explain, okay? So it's like R1, R2, R3 divided by R1, R2, R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R3, R1, okay? So here comes the poll of 45 seconds. In the meantime, I will be explaining how to do it. See, series for R series, okay? What's the notation they are giving you? RS. And you all know that the current divides in parallel, not in series, right? So finally, we had arrived for series to be R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is what equivalent. This is the final answer, my dear students. Okay. Now, similarly, when you try and go doing for parallel, what would be the right answer? You still have got time left. So half of the answer is done. You will be confused whether C or D. Do not wait for me. Go ahead and give the answer in the chat forum where I will be waiting for you. Okay. Here for parallel, see here what is happening for parallel. R parallel. Okay. Always remember 1 by R equivalent will be 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Is it the equivalent of the parallel circuit? Isn't it? Is it or not? Okay, let's see. R equivalent, this is 1 by R equivalent. This is where most of you will go wrong. Okay, you will stop here. Is it where you're supposed to stop? No, right? You're going to find R equivalent in parallel. Okay, so this is 1 by RP, R parallel. So RP will be what? The reciprocal of it. Okay, so if you see this, you will be getting LCM of everything to be R1, R2 and R3, and since we have R1, it will be like R2, R3 plus R1, R3 plus R1, R2. This is 1 by R equivalent, but what are you supposed to find? R equivalent, right? So take the reciprocal of it. So reciprocal of it will be giving you R1, R2 and R3 divided by, so it's like R2, R3 plus R1, R3 plus R1, R2. Got it? So this is the right answer, my dear students, and hope everyone understood what will be the right option. Option D is the right answer. So what, see, this is what I said, right? You will be stopping here. You will be where? Stopping over here. So this is the right answer. But do you think this is the right answer? They're asking you are parallel. So the final answer, not, you have to try to give the final answer, okay? So this is where you might stop. But when you try to find the equivalent resistance, do you just put here and stop? You will never, right? You will simplify it, right? So you have to simplify and give the final answer. One option, okay? Not now, time up. So option D would be the right answer. Going to check the leaderboard. We have top 3 over here, and then we have got many other students as well participating in poll. Got it? Remember, both are correct, but see, my dear students, when you're trying to do numerical, if you try to stop here, will you get marks? No, right? They're trying to find R parallel in terms of R1 and R2 and R3. It's better to stop in at the end, okay, where you will be at the most simplified stage, okay? All right, if you want, chalo, all those who gave option C also, almost right, okay. Next, let's go to the next part. Can you see here? We've got another poll up for graph, and be ready, okay? So be ready to answer another poll where you will be getting marks. Write the relationship between the reading of two ammeters A1 and A2. Can you see a circuit over here? How many ammeters do we have? We have 2 ammeters, okay? We've got A1 and A2. However, these ammeters are connected. A1 and A2 are in series connection. Do you agree why? See, the positive of the ammeter might be over here, okay, and the negative of ammeter is over here. Similarly, the positive of ammeter is over here and negative is over here, okay? So it is end-to-end fashion, right? So starting and ending, starting and ending. So here the ammeters are connected how? Ammeters are connected in series, right? Ammeters A1 and A2, how are they connected? They are connected are in series, right? What happens in series? Do you think current divides in series or the current does not divide in series? What's going to happen? Tell me, go ahead and tell me in the live chat whether the current divides in series or not. Yes or no? Shall we give yes or no? Okay, here I've got yes or no. So the question is, current is going to divide in series. Say yes. Say no if the current is not going to divide in series. Go ahead. Go ahead. You should say yes or no. Okay, for your answer to be noted, say yes or no. Okay. Now, ammeter A1 and A2 are connected in series. So what's going to happen? The current, okay, the current will be same. The same current flows. The same current flows in both A1 and A2, right? See, no, yeah. So most of you have given the right answer, 88.89. So it does not divide in series. Great, my dear students. So what happens? Whatever A1 reads, how much ever current A1 reads, the same current A2 should also be reading, right? So A1 is equal to A2. So this is the first part of the question. Going to the next part of the question where we will be solving a numerical. Can you read the question? What is the equivalent resistance of parallel combination of three resistors? How many resistors do we have? Okay, can you see 3 or 4 resistors here? We have 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So let's make this 4 resistors, okay? So what's the combination of all 4 resistors? So here comes, wait, before you give the answer, see the options. Option A, 10 ohm. Option B, 20 ohm. Option C, 30 ohms. And option D, it's 40 ohms, okay? Here starts the timer of just 30 seconds for all of you to give the right answer. In the meanwhile, I will be helping you out solve this numerical, okay? Now you can see resistor. Let's name these, okay? Let's name this R1. This can be R2. This can be R3. This I'm going to write R4. If you see R1, R2 and R3, they are in parallel. So R1 is in parallel with R2, is in parallel with R3, and all the entire thing is in series with R4, okay? So what will be the right answer? 1 by 30 plus 1 by 30 plus 1 by 30. This is what? 1 by R equivalent, not R parallel. You cannot just add that. This thing is in series with, this is in series with R4, that is 20 ohm. See, the final R equivalent, okay, this is parallel equivalent, will be how much? This would be like 30 parallel to 30 parallel to 30, you will be getting 10 ohms, which is in parallel to 20 total. If you want, I can help you do it as well, okay? Let's do this part, the parallel part. R parallel is equal to 1 by R parallel is equal to 1 by 30 times 3, right? So what will be R parallel? It would be 30 by 3 will be 10 ohms. So the entire part over here equivalent we got 10 ohms. So this 10 ohm is in series with 20 ohms, right? Leaderboard soon, okay? After this, there will be leaderboard popping up on your screen. So this R parallel, so our final equivalent would be what? This 10 ohm is in series with 20 ohm. So the total R equivalent is 30 ohm. Where do we have the right answer? Option C is the right answer. Let's see how many of you have given the right answer. Shall we see how many of you have given the right answer? 44.44. See, most of you have given 10. Can you see this? What is this? It's hidden somewhere. So try to see all the resistors. I really appreciate the confidence, but what's going to happen is do not be overconfident, okay? Because such an easy question, you know the answer, but you have left seeing the part where you've got 20 ohms, right? So my dear students, please do not repeat this once again. So we have got the leaderboard where top 4 are over here. If you want to see your names as well, let's see the leaderboard overall, okay? So this is how we have got the leaderboard, okay? You still have got lots and lots and lots of time to go rank up in the upcoming polls as well. So this is done. Moving to the next part of electricity. That's what is the value of current flowing in the circuit, okay? Why don't we go ahead and try to create a pole as well? But do you have the voltage over here? Let's see the total equivalent resistance. Okay, this is also, we have got a pole up for grab, okay? So voltage is not given. Let's see. So R equivalent, you got R equivalent to be 30 ohms, right? And voltage, I'm going to give you 15 volts, okay? So pole option A 1 amp, option B 6 amps, option C 2 amps, and option D it's 4 amps, okay? Now go ahead and give me your answer, just 30 seconds. It's like, consider this as a bonus pole, okay? Such an easy one, okay? The voltage is 15 volts. So how can you find? We are going to use the relation by Ohm's law. Do you remember Ohm's law? What does Ohm's law says? The Ohm's law says it's the relation between voltage and current, right? It says V is equal to I times R. Okay, so in this case, what is V given? V is 15 is equal to I is what you're supposed to find. Resistance is 30, right? We've got 30, right? Okay, guess what? The pole has to be 0.10. Okay, I'm going to give you a repole for that, but before that, let me give you, this is 0.1 amp, 0.6 amps, 0.2 amps, and 0.4 amps. Okay, here comes the pole once again. This doesn't matter, don't worry. Okay, I'm going to try to give another pole. Okay, repole for this particular question. 30 seconds, go ahead. So what will be I, my dear students? I will be 15 divided by 30 will be 1 by 2, 0. Okay, make it 0. It's 0.5 amps. Okay, repole. Shall I give repole? You still have got time. So 15 times 1, 15 times 2 will be how much? 1 by 2. So current will be 0.5 amps. Okay. Option B, 25. Okay, great. Going to the next part of the question. Okay, an electric oven is designed to work on a mains of 220 volt supply. Okay, there is going to be pole over here as well. What's the voltage it's going to work on? It's going to work on 220 volts. Now in this case, the oven consumes 11 units of electrical energy in 5 hours. It's gonna consume how much? 11 units of electricity. 11 units of electric energy in 5 hours. We're supposed to calculate the power rating of oven, the current drawn, and the resistance of the oven when it is red hot. Okay, so repeat the previous question. Okay, look here, the previous question is simple. We have 3 resistors, all right? So 30 connected in parallel. Okay, that's connected to another resistor of 20 ohms. All right, so we are supposed to find the current flowing in the entire circuit. Okay, if you consider current I flowing in the circuit, you are supposed to find it. How can you find it? You can use Ohm's law, right? Ohm's law says V is equal to IR. The voltage applied is, my dear students, it is 15 volts. Okay, current you're supposed to find. Resistance of the total circuit. See, we have found out the resistance of total circuit in the previous slide, right? So in this sense, what's going to happen? We'll be getting total resistance is 30 ohm, right? So R is 30 ohm. We just found out in the previous slide. So R is there. We've got R. We've got V. You're just supposed to find I. Got it? I hope you all understood. All right. So you'll be getting 0.5 amps. This is how you're going to get 0.5. As simple as that. Okay. I hope you understood. So the right option will be option B, 0.5 amps. Do not forget to write the unit amperes. Okay. Now here you get to see our oven. What do we have? Electric oven and this. Okay. Yamin. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you. All right. So going to the part. LAK303 says, sir, tomorrow take one lecture, day after tomorrow I have pre-boards. See, whatever we have covered, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 markers, they are super important. That comprehensively covers everything. Okay, so whenever you have got time, just go through that and make the notes. Notes is very important. Okay, make short notes as well, so you will be not underperforming in your pre-boards. And if you have any doubts, of course, I'm here open in the live chat. I'll be able to answer as well. Got it? Okay. Now, the voltage they're saying is voltage is given to be 220 volts and it consumes energy of how much? Energy of 11 units. This is very important. Why? I'm going to tell you. Okay. Time, it's going to take 5 hours. Whenever you're trying to solve a numerical, what are you supposed to do? Try to consider everything, take everything and okay, Junaid says, okay, sir, it seems like sir is making, okay, fine. I hope it's audible. I hope it's audible, okay? So this is what it is. Try to take everything in SI units. Why do you want to take in SI unit? Because joules is in SI unit, okay? You will be expressing everything in SI unit itself, or else if you try to take it in a different unit while writing the final answer, you're going to take it to write the unit which you have taken, okay? For example, one unit is what? Kilowatt hours, right? So that's how it is. Now here is the poll for you. This is question number 9, and we've got option A 4400 watts, and we've got option B, it's 2200 watts. Option C, we've got 1100 watts, and option D, we've got 3300 watts. Okay, so try to find the answer, and I'll be doing this over here. Let's see if you can try to get yourself up in the leaderboard. Okay, we know that 11 units is equal to how much? 11 kilowatt hour. Is it in SI unit? Still no. Joules is the SI unit, right? So we know 1 unit is equal to 3.6 into 10 power 6 joules. So what if we have 11 units? See, you are multiplying LHS with 11, so you're going to multiply RHS with 11 to make it equal, right? So 11 into 3.6 into 10 power 6 joules. We got it. We are supposed to find the power rating. What's power? See, we have defined the rate of consumption of electric energy is power, right? So we have got this over here. Power is equal to rate of flow of energy in a circuit consumed by a circuit. So energy can be rewritten in SI unit as 11 times 3.6 into 10 power 6 joules. Why are we going to write into 3 into 10 power 6? Because this is of 1 unit. This represents 1 unit. So like that, how many do we have? 11 units do we have, right? So the time, so 5 hours. See, 1 hour has got 60 minutes in that. 1 minute has got 60 seconds. Like that, we have 5 hours. Are you able to understand what I did here? 1 hour has got how much? 60 minutes. 1 minute has got 60 seconds. Like that, we have got 5 hours over here. So I'm going to consider this, okay? So you'll be getting 60 into 60 into 5. Without calculator, sir, can you teach us fast calculation? Of course, I'm here to help. 11. Can you write 36 into 10 power 5? 36 into 10 power 5. Of course, you can write. Or 10 power 5, you can write it. All right. So 6 times 6 is what? 36 into, you have got 5 over here, and you have got 16 to 60, you're left with 10 power 2. When you try to solve numericals in terms of exponents, you can easily cancel out stuff. So how much you'll be getting? In the end, you will be getting 2.2 kilowatts or 2200 watts. Option B is the right answer. Let's see how many of you have given the right answer. 90.91 of you have given the right answer. Hats off to you. Absolutely great. Nailed it. Okay. Now, so the right answer would be, I'll be finally writing the answer on the board. That has to be 2200 watts, or you can also write 2200 kilowatts. I hope you understood. This is the right answer. Got it? Is it clear? This is the right answer. Going to the next part. Well, if we have got poll, no, it's just a normal question where you will be answering. Okay, sir, any suggestion for best calculation for fast calculation? See, here I'll try to teach you a small trick. Okay, we've got, see here, power. We had got, what did we get? Got power to be. Try to keep it in not in decimals. I'll tell you. See, we have got 11 into 3.6 into 10 power 6. We have got, right here. We've got 60 into 60 into 5 we have got. See, you try to express this in 3600. Okay, so for that you will be multiplying with ones, 2 more zeros. It will be 10 power 3. Okay, divided by 60 times 60 is 3600 into 5. So try to cancel the part, or try to keep it in exponents, or else if you want to do it the other way, don't try to keep it in decimals, where you might be pretty lagging, because we are not used to do decimal divisions and multiplication lot, right? So if you are happy with decimal, we can do it, or else try to keep it in a way that you are going to skip decimals, all right? And wherever you get to see exponents, try to use laws of exponents, okay? So that's when you will be able to save some of the time and do the numerical at a faster rate, okay? Going to this part of the question which says, what does this question says? Can you read this question for me? The question says, the potential difference across two ends of a circuit component is, just give me a moment, I'll try to remove this part. Okay, the potential difference across two ends of a circuit component is decreased to 1/3 of its initial value. What does it say? We've got a circuit, okay? So what happens in that circuit is the potential difference is reduced to 1/4 of its initial value. So that means if 1/3, right? That means initially if we have some value, that will be reduced to 1/3 of its initial value, okay? So in this case, what they are trying to ask is, if keeping the resistance same, what happens to the current of that thing? Can we go ahead and do this, right? Try to use a bright color so that it's visible, okay? I will be using a bright one. See, we have got a conductor with us. So the conductor, a straight conductor is over here, and you're going to apply potential difference across a component, okay? Let's see, let's imagine this is a component and you're trying to apply a potential difference across it, okay? So there is a potential difference across it, there is voltage, and because of that we will be having current, and this already has got resistance, okay? Now what they're trying to ask is that in this scenario, what's going to happen whenever resistance is same? You reduce the voltage to 1/3 of its value, and what's going to happen to the current? Shall we use which law? We will be using Ohm's law. Decrease, absolutely great. Students are saying it's going to decrease, but how much? You'll be telling, okay? So from Ohm's law, we know that V is equal to I times R, and voltage is reduced to 1/3 of its initial value. Can you see? It's 1/3. V by 3 is equal to I times R. See, is it balanced? LHS is equal to RHS? No, right? Resistor, you cannot touch, you cannot reduce the resistance to 1/3 of its value. So only one thing that is left, current has to be reduced. So when the voltage is V by 3, this implies I is reduced by 3 times with resistance to be constant. Resistance is what? Is kept constant. Got it? Is it easy? Absolutely great. Going to the next part of the question, my dear students. Draw a schematic diagram of a circuit consisting of a battery of 1.5 volts. And how many batteries do we have? We've got 3 such cells which composes of a battery. What is a battery? Battery is combination of cells. It's either series cells or cells in parallel gives you what? The combination of battery, right? Great. We're supposed to draw, first thing is draw a schematic diagram of it. Then find the electric current passing through the circuit, potential difference across 10 ohm resistors, okay? So 3 cells of 1.5 volts connected in series will be forming a battery, and then what's going to happen is that there will be a potential, voltages, voltage drop across 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 15 ohm resistor. Shall we go ahead and try to do this? See, in this numerical, they are testing lots and lots of your skills. The first thing is whether you know how to draw the electrical components. And the second thing is whether you know Ohm's law, where the voltage drops and how the voltage drops. The third thing is they're trying to help you understand whether you know how to find the equivalent resistance by finding the current in the circuit. Got it? So drawing the circuit roughly, okay, we've got, first let's draw 3 cells, okay. We've got one cell, we've got another cell, and we've got another cell, okay, each of 1.5 volts. This is also of 1.5 volts. This is also of 1.5 volts. All together forms a battery, okay. This is connected to what? 3 resistors of 5, 10 and 15 ohm. And how are these? They are in series, okay. It's connected to a 5 ohm, 10 ohm and a 15 ohm. And do we have something else? Plug and the key. It works as a switch, right? So it works as a switch. I'm going to try to put a key as well. So when the key is closed, the circuit works and the current actually flows. We've got 5 ohm over here and we've got 10 ohm, and if we have got 15 ohm as well. So how can we find the current through the circuit? We will be able to find the current through the circuit by trying to do, okay, here comes the pole. Well, this is the pole, right? In the meantime, I will be giving you the pole, okay? Option A will be 0.16 amps, and the voltage drop across this is 1.6 volts. Option B will be 0.3 amps and 1.3 volts. And option C will be 1.6 amps, or I can give you 1.5. 1.6 is done, right? 1.5 amps, 1.5 amps and 0.5, 0.15 amps. 1 second, give me a moment. 0.15 amps, and we've got 1.5 volts, and option D is 3.2 amps and 3 volts. This is the pole. Remember how to use it. Ohm's law. Yes, Ohm's law will be repeated here. I want everyone to give complete concentration because Ohm's law will be repeated here. Wait for the pole, okay? Here comes your 60 seconds pole. In the meantime, try to understand what's happening. See, when the cells are in series, you're going to add those. It's like 1.5 plus 1.5 gives you 3 plus 1.5, 4.5 volts is there. What about resistors? Resistors are connected in series, right? So it will be 10 plus 15, 25 plus 5, 30 ohms, right? So what is Ohm's law? Ohm's law says, we've got Ohm's law, and that says V is equal to I times R. What's the voltage? 4.5 volts. And what's the resistance? It's 30 volts. So current will be voltage 4.5 divided by resistance is 30 ohms. How much you'll be getting in amperes? Do let me know, and do let yourself know, and give the right answer in the chat forum, okay? So it's 4.5 divided by 30, my dear students. How much are you getting? Divided by 30. 4.5 divided by 30 is, you are getting option C, is it? Option C is the right answer. Let's see. So it's 0.15 amps is the right answer for current. And what about the potential difference across this? Again, we will be using Ohm's law, right? Don't you think so? Potential difference. Voltage across 10 ohm resistor is current flowing through that into resistance of 10 ohm, right? The same current I of how much? 0.15 flows, right? I is equal to 0.15 amps flows in all the resistors. Why is that so? Everything is connected in series, so the same current has to flow. Current is 0.15 amps, 0.15 amps, 0.15 times resistance is 10, so it would be 1.5 volts, okay? So V across 10 ohm. So let's see how many of you have given the right answer. So option C is the right answer. Option C, let's see, 66.67 of you have given the right answer. Please do not try to make mistakes, okay? Got it? So let's see the leaderboard. Leaderboard for today, 1.5 volts into 3. That's right. We've got three batteries, 3 cells, okay? The leaderboard for today says, let's see the leaderboard for the day. What's this? Physics, chemistry, bio, short revision. Okay, short revision. Of course, your revision is giving you all the, taking you in the right path. You're in top 1, LAK 303, 𝐂𝐇𝐀. He or she is in top 3. Well, great. We have got many other students who have newly joined and are ranking up. Absolutely great. Okay, so let's go to the next part of this quest of electricity. Okay, so electricity is about this much. Okay, so going to the next part, light. Okay, you all wanted me to start teaching light, right? Angusha Sharma says, okay, well, thanks for the compliments. Here is the shout out. Thank you. Okay, sir, where we will be getting this PDF? Well, you'll be getting all the details in the description of this video. Okay, once the live ends, we'll be updating everything in the video where you will be getting the description. Okay. All right, going to the next part where the electricity is done, we will be starting light. Okay, Light has also got very good coverage when doing numericals, ray diagrams and all those things. So kindly keep in mind where you have to be focusing more while doing numericals of light. Okay. Alright, going to the next part, or the first ever question of the light. It says an object is kept or placed in front of a convex lens of focal length f. Alright, so we've got a focal length f of a convex lens and an object is kept. Okay, object can be anything which we are trying to look through the lens, or if it is in front of a mirror. Okay, if the distance of the object from the lens is 2f, that means object distance they are telling u is equal to 2f1. Okay, so 2f1, I'm going to write it as 2f1. Draw the ray diagram to show the formation of image and write the value of magnification in this case. Do you all remember the special rays for convex lens? The ray which is going parallel to this principal axis will be going through f2, right? And then what's going to happen? The light ray which is passing through the optical center will be going there itself, isn't it? Right. So in this case, can you see the first ray diagram, my dear students? The one which they have taken to be the one which is going parallel. Okay, the one which is going parallel passes through the focus f2. The second light ray, the light ray which is going through the optical center, will be just going however it is, isn't it? So these are the two light rays, and where the two light rays meet, we will be having what? The formation of image. Okay, image forms where two light rays meets. Okay, forms where two light rays meet. Okay, light rays meet. All right, so this is where it is meeting. And can you see, when the object is at 2f1, where is the image forming? The image is going to form at 2f2, right? So 2f2, image is at 2f2. And you know what, 30-second poll up for grab, just to increase your leaderboard. Magnification, talking about magnification, let's say -1, option B 1, option C 2, option D -2. Okay, so give me your answer in 30 seconds real quick to help me see whether you are going in poll. Okay, A, B, C or D. Go ahead, quickly try to give your answer and let me know what is the right answer for the magnification. In the meantime, remember, magnification for lens is given by V by U, right? Isn't it? So if you see sign convention, according to sign convention, this is the incident side, this is negative, this is the other side, this is positive. So V will be the distance from optical center to V2 will be V, that's positive, U is negative. Here V is equal to U, V is equal to U, the distance from O to V or O to U. What's the reason? Because this is the nature. Whenever you keep an object at 2f1, it will be forming a 2f2. O to 2f1 is equal to O to 2f2, right? So this gets cancelled. So magnification will be -1. So poll has been stopped. Option A is the right answer. 90% of you have given the right answer. Remember, my dear students, whenever the image is inverted, right? Can you see image inverted? What's going to happen when the image is inverted? When you get magnification to be negative, it says the image is inverted. Okay, so try to remember this. Magnification, positive or negative, says whether the image is upright or the image is inverted. Got it? Is it done? Okay, going to the next part where we will be going to see another question. Another poll up for grab. I will be showing the leaderboard over here where you can flaunt your performance in your social circle. Okay, now a student has focused the image of a candle flame on a white screen using convex lens. Whenever you see convex lens, the first thing that should come to your mind, whether the focal length is positive or negative, right? So the focal length for convex lens is always, remember, positive. Why? See what happened in the previous case. The light ray passing over is passing through the focus, and the focus is to the other side. According to sign convention, focus is positive for convex, isn't it? Okay, in this case, talking about a focal length. That's what they are saying. The length of the flame they are giving HO object to be 2 centimeter, and the focal length is how much, my dear students? 12 centimeter. Remember to take positive because this is a convex lens. Got it, my dear students? Okay. Now over here we are supposed to find the distance of the flame image. Okay, distance of image formed. This is what we are supposed to find. Length of the image. Length of the image is HV. Got it? Now you can see here the U is given to be 16 centimeter. Are you supposed to say negative or positive? Well, object distance is always measured from the optical center towards the object, and the distance measured from the optical center towards the incidence is negative. The other side is positive. Got it? Isn't it clear? Alright. This is the first step where you try to solve the numerical. You come here, imagine 50% of numerical is done, okay, after writing a lens formula. You all know that lens formula is 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. Can you all see? 1 by F is equal to 1 by me minus 1 by U. What is focal length? 1 by 12 centimeters. Okay, so before I actually solve it, here are some of the poll options. This is the question number 1. Option A, it's 48 centimeters. Option B, it's 38 centimeters. Option C, it is 84 centimeters. Option D, image distance, okay. Option D, it is 83 centimeters, okay. 40 seconds or 45 seconds poll timer is going to start, and here I will be helping you solve it. So it's equal to 1 by V minus 1 by what? Minus 16. See, this minus is different and this minus 16 is different. Do not try to miss the part, okay? Sir needs to reply this. He can't ignore every time. All right. What's your questions? What's your question? Anushka, Sharma. All right. Try to post your question in the chat forum. I'm gonna see it. Okay. I know you already give me a compliment. I'm super happy about it. Okay. Guys, go ahead. Solve this. Timer is going to end. So we have got 1 by V to be. So minus into minus will become plus. Take it the other side. It will be 1 by 12 minus 1 by 16. See, you cannot stop here. The reason is this is 1 by V. V will be, and see, everything is given in centimeters, so the answer will also be in centimeters. Solving this, you'll be getting 48 centimeter. Plus or minus, it will be plus, because see, the image always will be apart from one case, image will be always positive. Okay, so when you keep the object between F1 and O, you'll be getting virtual image. Rest all it is real image. So right option is option A. Option A is the right answer. Let's go and see option A to be the right answer. 100% of you have given the right answer. Pretty easy chapter light, isn't it? Great. Now this is done. Going to the next part. Okay, shall I just copy this slide? Let me, okay, I have got the copy of the slide. So the first part is done. Okay, this part, the distance, image distance is done. That is 48 centimeter. Going to the next part of the question, length of image formed. You know magnification and lens. Okay, do you know the formula? Magnification and lens is given by M is equal to V by U. Okay, magnification. If you take the modulus of it, that means forget about the sign. If M is equal to 1, if M is less than 1 and M is greater than 1. What does that mean? This means object is equal to HI is equal to HO. Object image is equal to HO. What does this mean? The height of image is less than height of object. If magnification is greater than 1, okay, do not forget about the modulus, okay. Well, this means modulus. You should, even if you get -1, minus says in magnification, plus or minus says whether it is upright or inverted. If it is plus, it is upright. If it is minus, it is inverted. That's why we take modulus. So this means HI is greater than HO. Okay, let's try to find the magnification in this case. Do you want poll for this question as well? So I'm going to tell you HI. What's the HI you're supposed to find? A, it would be 16 centimeters. Option B, 6 centimeters. Option C, it's 26 centimeters. And option D, it is 1.6 centimeters. Got it? Now, what here comes the poll, 30 seconds, only 30 seconds. This is done because answer is there in front of you, isn't it? Real inverted, okay, real and inverted. Let's see. Of course, it is a real image because it is going to form on the other side, okay, not on the same side of object. It is on the other side, okay. Here is the poll. So we have got LAK303 posting his answer, trying to get up in the leaderboard. Let's see. Type your options, not the answer options, all right? So M is equal to V. What is V? We just got to know it as 48, right? So we've got 48 divided by what is U? 1 second. You can also try to do in that way. U is 16 minus 16, okay? So magnification will be how much? Or else, wait, I'm going to tell you the other way where you can try to find the height of image. They're not talking about magnification. They're talking about height of the image. So how can you find the height of image? So you know that M is equal to V by U. That is also equal to HI by HO, right? So you're supposed to find HI. So VS 48 divided by US minus 16. Minus 16 is equal to HI, and height of the object, they are telling you height of the flame, all right? The length of the flame is 2 centimeters. So HI will be how much, my dear students? 6 centimeters, right? It should be minus 6. The minus will be for magnification. Here they're just trying to ask you the length. Option B is the right answer, okay? Option B. Length can never be negative. Can length be negative? No, right? It's not 16, it is 6 centimeter. 83% of you have given the right answer. Let's go ahead and check the leaderboard. Are you all excited? Are you all excited to check your scores? Leaderboard. LAK303 is leading. Let's see the entire list where you can see all of your names. So here is the leaderboard. So many of you are there and actively participating. Super happy for you all to be in this part of revision, okay? I remember Peacemaker, he or she was there in the previous session as well. LAK303 was also there. Let's see if you are able to get your spot and you'll be getting shout out. Last, at the end, top 1, 2, 3 will be getting shout outs, all right? So focus here, all right? So this part is done. Going to the next part of the question, where the question is the lower half of convex lens, okay? Can you see we have got a convex lens and it has been covered with a black paper, okay? Whenever you try to cover a part of lens, what's going to happen? It will be like the lens doesn't exist there because it's not going to let the light rays pass through it, isn't it? Okay, so what are they going to do here is they are going to cover the lower part of the convex lens with a black paper, okay? Shall we just do that? Shall we cover the lower part of the lens with black paper? So I'm going to cover it with black paper, all right? I'm just trying to cover it. Let me try to use a color where you can see I'm being covering it, okay? I'm covering this, okay? It's not there. It's like you're covering this part, okay? So the lower part has been what? Covered, okay? So what is happening to the lower part of the lens? It's been covered, okay? Lower part of lens, lower part is covered. And light passes through it? Absolutely not. There is no path for the light to go through this, okay? Draw a ray diagram to show the formation of image when it is placed at 2f such that, okay, from the lens such that, okay, mention the position and nature of image form. State the observable difference when the image is obtained if the lens is covered and the lens is uncovered. See, this case is the same case when you keep the object at 2f1. Whenever you keep the object at 2f1, what's going to happen? The image is going to be formed at 2f2, isn't it, my dear students? So this is the case when you keep the object at 2f1, not between 2f1 and f1. Or shall we just change the question, because anyhow we have got this previous slide repeated, right? Draw a ray diagram, show the formation of image. Object is kept at 2f1 and f1, okay? Try to change the question to f1 and f1, all right? So in this case, let's see what's going to happen. In this case, at 2f1 and f1, this is where the image is kept at, okay? 2f1 and f1. So where the image will be forming, what's the nature of this, we will be commenting on everything now, okay? Kept between 2F1 and F1, okay? 2F1 and F1, okay? Now, see here, whenever you keep an object between 2F1 and F1, what's going to happen? The image will be forming beyond 2F2. What's the nature of image? See, object is kept between where and where? 2F1 and F1. Great, sir. Done. What about image, sir? Image is forming beyond, okay? Beyond 2F2. Alright, what's the nature of image here? Well, the nature of image is like this, my dear students. Can you see? Two light rays are actually meeting after refraction. Can you see that? So in this case, we have got real image, and always real images are inverted. Along with that, what's going to happen? Can you see the size of it? The object is smaller. What about the image? The image looks pretty big, right? So that's enlarged. The image is enlarged. Got it? So this part is done, and the next part is pending. What's going to happen if it is uncovered? See, if the lens is covered, only the light rays can enter through the top part of the lens, okay? So it's not going to create very bright image. When the lens is uncovered, what's going to happen? When the lens is uncovered, a brighter image is formed. A brighter image is formed, okay? Image is formed. Got it, my dear students? So this is how you'll be saying. See, if it is covered, only the light rays which are passing through the top part of the lens will be just meeting here. But imagine if that's uncovered, the light rays can also pass through here as well, right? So that's when we get to see the best bright image possible. Got it? Yes. Going to the next part of this question. This, you've got a pole over here, pole up for grab. Okay, an object is placed at a distance of 30 centimeters from the optical center of a concave lens. Whenever you see lenses, the first thing you decide is whether the focal length is positive or negative. What's the focal length over here? It's concave lens, right? See, what happens for concave lens? The incident light rays, they diverge, okay? So where do they meet? They virtually meet at focus. So focus will be negative for concave lens. Clear? Is it clear? Okay, here comes the option. This is question 2, right? So here comes the option. I'm going to write the option and I'll be explaining. The reason I'm giving it is, you can do the calculation. Minus 20 centimeter. We are supposed to find the distance of image, right? Minus 10 centimeters. Option C. Plus 20 centimeter. And option D. Plus 10 centimeter. Here comes the poll, and the poll is for 120 seconds now. 2 minutes have been given. Go ahead and think and answer, and I'll be trying to solve in the meanwhile. The poll has started. The poll has started, my dear students. Okay, so go ahead and give your answer in the live chat where you can increase your leaderboard. All right. See, an object is placed at a distance of the object distance they are giving to be minus 30 centimeter. Remember, object distance is taken negative because it is kept on the place of incident side. Got it? So try to do it by yourself and try to give me the answer. Okay. And the focal length of the lens is given to be 15 centimeter. Is it positive or negative? I just said for concave lens, the focal length will be always negative. Great. Now we are supposed to find the image distance. Image distance, we don't know. Let's use lens maker formula, right? What's the lens formula says? Okay, what does it says? It says that 1 by V, 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. Okay, so we will be using the same thing. 1 by F, focal length is minus 15 is equal to 1 by V. What's V? That's what we're supposed to find. Minus 1 by U. U is minus 30. Remember, this minus is different. This we already have gotten numerical. Got it, my dear students? Go ahead and try to find 1 by V will be how much? So 1 by minus 15 Minus of minus is plus, it goes the way around, it will be minus 30. So V will be how much? It will be minus 10 centimeters. So I'm going to stop the poll and let's see which option is correct. Option B is right answer. 100% of you have given the right answer. The leaderboard will be shown in the next part of the question, once the next part is done. See, this question is about ray diagrams, where you'll be drawing ray diagrams and trying to help write your answer. Okay. Draw a ray diagram to show the path of a refracted ray in each of the following cases. The ray of light incident on a concave lens. By the way, this is about what? Concave lens, right? So concave lens will be having cave part both the side. Okay. You can see here. Can you see the cave part of the lens? So here is the cave part. Okay. Here also we've got what? Concave lens. Now, a light ray is parallel to the principal axis. According to the special rays, what's going to happen? Whenever a light ray is parallel to the principal axis, it has to go through focus. But this is the case of diverging. Can you think it might happen? Well, of course, it cannot actually go through focus. So F2, of course, it cannot, because it's a diverging case, right? So in this scenario, whenever a light ray is trying to incident, it will be trying to diverge like this. This is the incident light ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis. After this, it diverges as if, how does it diverge? As if it is passing through or passing from 2F1. Okay. How does it diverge? It is going to diverge as if it is passing through 2F1. Can you see this? Can you see this? This is how it diverges. Okay. So this is how it happens. Now, what's it? It is directed towards principal focus. Imagine you have a light ray which is directed towards principal focus. After refraction, what happens? It passes parallel to the principal axis, right? So this is the incident light ray. What's going to happen? Of course, it cannot pass through that like this. According to special rays, the light ray which is passing through the principal focus has to go parallelly. Got it? So this is incident light ray, and this is parallel to axis, parallel to principal axis. I hope you all have understood how to draw ray diagrams. Ray diagrams are super important. Try to write these ray diagrams, practice them before the exams. Got it? Shall we go to the next part? The variation of, see, this is a numerical. Okay, there will be poll up for grab, but remember the question is of this form, where you will be having a table, series of data is given. Based on that, we will be able to analyze this stuff. Okay. The variation of image distance with object distance for a convex lens. So they're talking about a convex lens, is given in the following observation. Analyze it and answer the questions below. So what type of lens is this? Concave or convex lens? Can you tell me? It's a convex lens. And in case of convex lens, what's going to happen? We will be having focus to be positive. Okay. Remember all the cases. This is convex, converging cases. All 6 cases, we will be having different formation of images, right? Okay. So object distance is given, image distance is given. What are the questions? Let's see. First question is, without calculation, find the focal length of convex lens and justify your answer. See, you're not supposed to do the calculation. That's how you're supposed to do. To find focal length, by referring by table. Okay, by table, when object is at 2F1, okay, image will be at 2F2, where 2F1 will be equal to 2F2, right? So do we have this case in table? Can you tell me case A, B, C, D or E? All right, case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Okay, so my question is, for this, without calculation, you will be telling me what's the focal length of this convex lens. How can we do it? Remember, listen carefully. I'm going to tell you. Yeah, LAK 303 already gave the answer. See, case 3, observe case 3. When U is equal to minus 50, 2F1, okay, this is V is equal to 50, that is 2F2, okay. 2F1 will be equal to 2F2, right? That's kind of like keeping the object, remember at C, okay. So what will be focal length? The half of it, right? So without that, you can easily say the focal length, by table at U, it will be 2f1. This is happening where? This is happening at object to be minus 50 centimeters and image is at plus 50 centimeter, right, my dear students? V is plus 50 centimeter. So what can we say? F will be 50 by 2 is 25 centimeters. Got it? So plus 25 centimeters. Without doing calculation, we did that. Second, observe which observation is not correct. Why? Draw the ray diagram to find the position of image formed in this case. Got it? So how to do this? Let me go copy this slide. Okay, or do I have this? Okay, let me go copy this slide where we will be solving the next part of the question. Okay, so this is for part 1. This is for part 1 of the question. This is for part 1 of the question. The part 1 of the question is done without doing calculation, how we are supposed to do. Part 2 of the calculation says, observe the table. We are supposed to see the table, okay, and tell which is wrong. Whenever you get to see this kind of numerical, what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to think of the ray diagrams, right? So ray diagrams, how can I say this without knowing? Well, you will be referring to the ray, table, my dear student, okay? So for part 2 of the question, see the observation by table, let's conclude what's going to happen. In case 6, can you see case 6? The object distance is minus 15, okay? So in case 6, okay, object distance is minus 15. We got to know focal length to be 25 centimeters, okay? It's like you're going to keep the object with between O and F, okay? Object between where and where? Optical center and F1. In this case, what should happen? Technically, when you keep the object between optical center and F1, you should be having virtual image, and the virtual image will be having negative, right? Object between should imply virtual image, okay? Virtual image. But can you see here? But what is happening here? According to this, we are getting plus 37.5. Is it right? Plus means where? See, whenever you have a convex lens and this is the optical center and this is 2f1 and you have f1. When you keep an object over here, you will be getting a virtual image, right? Virtual image. And the virtual image, it should be negative, and plus means it is on the other side. This is wrong, right? According to table, what is happening? But table says, what does table says? It's a real image, okay? Real image, which is wrong, okay? Which is wrong. And how are you going to prove that this is wrong? By drawing a ray diagram where you show whenever you keep an object between F1 and optical center, you'll be getting a virtual image, and that would be on the same side of an object that's negative. Got it? The next part of the question, find the approximate value of magnification when for u is equal to 30. See, this is a lens, right? So what's going to happen is magnification will be using the formula m is equal to v by u. Shall we refer the table and see what the magnification is? In this case, my dear students, are you all ready? Or you want a poll? Do you want a poll for this? Or I'll be giving you a poll next, okay? Magnification for lens, third part, okay? Magnification is v by u. See, what is v when the object is at minus 30 centimeter? When the object is at minus 30 centimeter, the image is at plus 150, right? Shall we go ahead and do it? So here, it is plus 150 centimeters when the object is kept at minus 30 centimeters. So you will be getting what? The magnification to be minus 3 times 1, 3 times 5. It is 5. This is magnification. What does minus 5 says? Can you tell me what does minus 5 says, everyone? 150 divided by 30 is 5. Okay, minus 5. What does that says? That says image is 5 times bigger. 5 times bigger than what? Object. bigger than our object, and along with that negative says it is inverted. All real images are inverted. Got it? I hope you all understood. Is it done, my dear students? Shall we go to the next part of the question, or the next question itself? So here we've got the pole for graph. Fine. Define principal axis of a lens. We are supposed to define a principal axis of a lens. Draw a ray diagram to show what happens when a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis of a concave lens. Can you see this question we just repeated over here? Okay, if you see page number 9. Page number 9 says, whenever a light ray is parallel to the principal axis of a concave lens, where does it go from? It will be going through F1, right? So refer page number 9 in this same chapter, okay? So for this part, refer page number 9. So this is done. So this says, for this, refer page 9, okay? Page 9. So what's going to happen? Whenever a light ray is going parallel to the principal axis, it appears to be passing through the principal focus, okay? Principal axis is when a line passes from center of curvature and the pole. It's POLE. Let's see, shall we define? Okay, principal axis, okay? Principal axis. But before that, let me copy this because we will be requiring to do the next part of the numerical. Principal axis, okay? Principal axis is an imaginary line. Is it real line? Do you think there exists a principal axis? Of course no, right? It's like an imaginary line, right? An imaginary line. What's going to happen? An imaginary line passing through where and where? Passing through optical center, okay, to F1 and F1 of a lens is what we are going to call it as what? Our principal axis, okay? Imaginary line passing through optical center, focus, and center of curvature, okay? Got it? Is it done? I hope everyone are understanding this. Next comes the question where you will be having pole. I'll be giving you the pole options and then I'll be explaining, so you'll be having enough time to answer, okay? For question number 3, you're supposed to find size of the image form. You're supposed to find size of image, and you're also supposed to find the image distance, okay? Image distance, you're supposed to find image distance, and you're also supposed to find the size of the image, okay? What to be found? You're supposed to find V is don't know, and HI, we also don't know. The focal length of a concave lens is 20 centimeters. See, what are they telling? They are telling you the focal length of it. So focal length is 20 centimeters. Is it positive or negative? You all know that for a concave lens, the focal length has to be negative. Isn't it? Don't you think so, my dear students? So focal length has to be negative. Yeah, done. Focal length is 20 centimeters. At what distance a lens should be placed? For a 5 centimeter tall object, lens should be placed so that 5 centimeter tall object is formed at a distance of 15 centimeter. So they are telling you to find the object distance, not image distance. They're trying to ask you to find the object distance, okay? So that the image formed at a distance of 15 centimeter. See, image is forming at 15 centimeter. Now tell me whether you should take negative or positive. Well, you are supposed to take negative. Why? The image forming in concave lens is always on the same side of incidence, right? So this is done. All right, you're supposed to find U is question mark. You'll be getting in negative as well. So here are the options for object distance, my dear students. This is question number 3, right? So minus 50 centimeters, option B minus 60 centimeters, option C is minus 80 centimeters, and option D minus 30 centimeters. Go ahead and give me your answer in 45 seconds, but before that I will also be able to solve it. All right, so going forward of this, okay, let me give you a poll. Okay, let me give you a poll. Sorry for stopping it. Chalo, here is the poll. Once again, you will be giving your answers. Go ahead, quick. Okay, so 1 by F is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. You're going to find this part. So 1 by U will be 1 by V minus 1 by F, where 1 by V is how much, my dear students? Minus 15, right? Minus 1 by F is minus 20. So you will be getting V to be some centimeters. Okay, so you've got some more time. Go ahead and try to give your answer before the timer actually ends. All right, go ahead and give me your answer in the chat, live chat. Type your answer. Okay, time's up. So the right answer will be option minus 60 centimeter. Option B is the right answer. 85% of you have given the right answer. Hats off to you. It's time for us to go look for the leaderboard. Are we going to look at the leaderboard? So leaderboard, wow, great. So you still have got some more time to, rank up. Don't you want to rank up? 60 of you have answered. Absolutely great. Okay, so it would be minus 60 centimeters. So what's the formula to find the magnification? So magnification is equal to V by U. V is minus 60 and U is this is what U, right? This is U, not V. This is U. Okay, so V is minus 15 centimeter and U is minus 60. So that would be giving you a magnification of how much? Question number 3. The focal length of a concave lens, they are giving you, you're supposed to find the image form, calculate the size of image, right? So V by U is equal to HI by HO. The tall, okay, 5 centimeter tall, HO is 5, okay? So you'll be getting HI to be 1.25 centimeter. Got it? Use this formula where V by U is equal to HI by HO, okay, magnification. Got it? So this is how you will be able to try doing the answer HI by HO. So you'll be getting height of the image to be 1.25 centimeters. Got it? It is reduced. See, to calculate your answer, try to remember the ray diagrams. In concave lens, it's always kind of what's going to happen. It's kind of getting a diminished image, right? So this is done. Going to the next question. Well, that's all from light. The only chapter left for today would be magnetic effect of electric current. So you might be having a question, sir, what happened to a human eye and colorful world? In the rationalized content, what have happened is that the defects of human eye is kind of rationalized. So what is going to happen is that part is not there in the rationalized content. If you want, just tell me in the chat forum. We will also be doing that. Okay. Now we have questions from magnetic effect of electric current. The first ever question for the day of magnetic effect of electric current says, well, PQ is a current carrying conductor in a plane. We have P and Q, that's a current carrying conductor. And it is kept on a paper as shown. Find the direction of magnetic field lines produced at the point R and S. You all know, right? Whenever you have a straight current carrying conductor, what's the rule you are going to use? Right hand thumb rule, right? You are going to use right hand thumb rule, okay? And what does right hand thumb rule says? Try to point the direction of right hand in such a way that the fingers curl around and the thumb will be pointing in the direction of the flow of electric current. So if you try to see the direction of flow of electric current is upward, try to keep the thumb in the same direction. At the R position, the magnetic field lines are entering inwards, right? Inward the paper. And S, what's going to happen? It comes out. This is outwards, okay? Outward the paper, okay? It enters, it exits. All right, we can write exits, enters over here, and it exits over here, okay? It enters, okay, and it exits. Okay, is it done? All right, I can see many of you have asking a question over here. Sir, tomorrow I've got pre-boards. Sir, the portions are not completed. What am I supposed to do? See, still you've got time till the exam. This is the time where you be super focused and forget about all the distractions like games, binging series and all. remember the day what you were dreaming for. Remember the day you dreamt, and remember the day you're going to be. All right. So most of you are still not able to cover most of the syllabus. That's fine. Study whatever you have already covered. At the very last moment, do not try to stress yourself by covering each and everything. Writing is super important. Just like how you try to learn first, writing by revising is also very important. When you try to write it and revise it, that stuff gets tattooed inside your brain. So remember what you were been dreaming for. Remember the hardship of your parents. Remember how you have to be in your life, the dream of your life. All right. So my dear students, do not get distracted. Okay. And remember to write all the formulas in a sheet. Try to revise it every day. Okay. Sir, is it difficult to find directions? Well, it's not difficult. All right. This time we have got rationalized content where you will be having 30% of the syllabus cut. Got it? So try to focus on your dreams. Try to remember where you want to go, one of the top colleges, and be aware of what's happening right now. Okay. So coming back to this question, so it enters R, it exists. Yes. Given R1 is greater than R2, where will be the strength of the magnetic field lines larger? See, they say that R1, so the radius R1 is bigger here, R2 is smaller. The magnetic field lines will be stronger towards the near point of the conductor. If you come closer to the conductor, magnetic field increases. If you go away, it reduces. Okay, Pradeep says pole. Yes, we have a pole. Okay, so give the reason. So where will be the magnetic field line stronger? At S compared to R. Got it? Let's go to the next part. If the polarity of the battery connected to the wire is reversed, would the direction of the magnetic field be changed? Well, indeed, yes. Why? According to the right hand thumb rule, what's going to happen? You're going to point the direction of flow of current in the downward direction, because in downward direction the current is flipped, right? So in that case, of course, yes, will the magnetic field will be changed? You'll be saying yes, it will be changed. It will be, seeing from the top, it will be anti-clockwise or it would be clockwise. Yes, right? So will it be changed? Yes, the direction of flow of magnetic field change. Explain the rule that is used to find the direction of magnetic field of a straight current carrying conductor. That's right hand thumb rule. Okay, right hand thumb rule. What does this right hand thumb rule says anyway? The right hand thumb rule says, stretch your right hand and point the thumb of your right hand in the direction of flow of current. The fingers which curl around the conductor will be giving you the direction of magnetic field around the conductor. Got it? Is it done? Do you want me to write? Okay. By aligning the right hand thumb in the direction of flow of current in the direction of flow of current, the fingers which curl around it will give you the direction of magnetic field. The fingers which curl, all right, around gives you the direction of magnetic field. Curl around gives you the direction of magnetic field. Okay, direction of magnetic field. Got it? Is it easy? Magnetic field. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how you're supposed to take the directions. We've got solenoid and all. Just stay tuned with me. All right, this part is done. Going to the next part. State Fleming's left hand rule. Apply this rule to solve the following numerical or the problem. All right, see, Fleming's left hand rule says you're going to use first three fingers of your left hand, not right hand, first three fingers of your left hand, such that all three fingers are mutually perpendicular to each other. So thumb is perpendicular to forefinger is perpendicular to the middle finger, so that finally thumb is perpendicular to the middle finger. So in this case, what does it say? If you try to align the direction of forefinger in the direction of the magnetic field, the middle finger in the direction of flow of current, thumb will be giving you the force experienced by a conductor. Okay, so Fleming's left hand rule, remember we are going to use left hand. Okay, and in that what's going to happen, the first three fingers are perpendicular, three fingers are perpendicular to each other. Okay, each other. Whenever you try to align the forefinger, okay, forefinger in the direction of magnetic field, okay, and the middle finger in the direction of flow of current, middle finger in the direction of flow of electric current, what's going to happen? The thumb will be automatically giving you, the thumb of left hand will be giving you the force experienced by a conductor. Okay, experienced by a conductor. This is what is Fleming's left hand rule. Remember, in Fleming's left hand rule we will be using this. Okay, pole, is it? Chalo, I will be giving you a pole. Okay, the pole says, question, which what are just give me a moment. The pole goes like this. Okay, which rule is used to find force experienced by a current carrying conductor kept in a magnetic field, by current, okay, carrying conductor kept in a uniform magnetic field, a pole, all right, current carrying conductor kept in uniform magnetic field, kept in uniform magnetic field. Okay, so before the question comes, okay, hi there Mayank Raj, I want you to give the right answer in poll. I'm counting on you. All right, do not give the answer. You've got options over here. Option A, right hand thumb rule, right hand, hand thumb rule, right hand thumb rule. Okay, thumb rule, or you've got right hand curl rule, or you've got Fleming's left hand thumb rule, or you've got Fleming's right hand thumb rule. Okay, so this is Fleming's left hand thumb rule, just right hand Fleming's left hand rule, or wait, I'm going to write it on the screen so that you won't be knowing what this is. Fleming's left hand rule, or Fleming's right hand rule. Okay, right hand rule. You've got 30 seconds to answer to increase your leaderboard. Please go ahead and let me know the answers. This is just here for you to increase your scores. So just 30 seconds. Okay, leaderboard will be shown. We've got just 3 or 4 more slides. Shout out for top 1, 2 and 3. Just wait here. All right, Roshan Patil, hi there. Hello sir, he says please take my name. Hi, Himanshu Chowdhury, hello there. Okay, at the end, shout out for everyone. But now here, please look here. So force experiences Fleming's left hand rule. Option C is the right answer. 100% of you have given. Now let's see the leaderboard, or at the end we will be seeing the leaderboard. Okay, now going to the next part of the question. What's a solenoid? And the solenoid is a coil, okay, a coil wound, or a conductor wound in a coil shape or helix structure. A conductor wound, all right, wound in a coil or spring fashion or helical structure or helical forms a solenoid. When current flows through that, it acts as a electromagnet. Okay, when current flows through that, when electric current flows through that, it acts as a electromagnet. It behaves like a electromagnet. Or it becomes an electromagnet, okay? Becomes an electromagnet. This is what a solenoid is, okay? Electromagnet. And if they ask you to draw a diagram for this, so this is how a solenoid looks like. Got it? This is the structure of solenoid. Try to give voltages. Well, you're done, okay? Next, going to the next part of the question, the final part for today. When the current is passed through a long hollow solenoid, draw the magnetic field produced in two cases. Where is the strength of magnetic field maximum and where it is minimum? Shall we go ahead and answer this? See, one of the most expected questions, because it was asked in all the boards, most of the boards, 2024, 23. Okay, I saw this question many a times. So remember, I'm going to teach you a trick and a conventional way, and we'll be ending the session after this. Okay, see, there is a solenoid, so it is wound in a helical structure and it behaves like a magnet only when you try to give supply for it, right? Shall we give the supply? Okay, when a current is passed through the long hollow solenoid for two different directions of flow of current, okay? Hollow and straight solenoid. All right, so here you've got flow of current, okay, positive. So the current flows from here, okay? Over here, what I'll do is I'm going to switch the direction of flow of current. So the current is flowing in this direction. This is current, okay? Now we are supposed to tell where we will be having positive, where we'll be having negative. Pradeep, yeah, last poll will be given for this. So for part A, okay, so A is north, B is south, or okay, pole will be given, okay, pole will be given. Let's see. Now see, if you see from this side, the current is entering in the right. Back side, the current is going down. Towards your right, the coils are visible, so the current are going up, and towards back side, the current is going down. When you see from this side, it is like right side up. This is up, this is down. What about if you see from here? If you see the same solenoid from over here, see, the current is going up everywhere. The coil which is in the direction of this is always going up. If you see here, the left side, you are seeing from this side. Previously you were seeing from here. So whenever you see from here, the right side, the current is going up. So the right side, it is going up. The left side, it is coming down. Similarly over here, the left side, it is going up, and the right side, it is going down, right? So the left side, it is going up, the right side, it is coming down. Remember clockwise rules. Whenever in a circular current carrying coil, the current is going in anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise, opposite to the clock. This is north, this is south. Clockwise direction, it is south. How to draw magnetic field lines? It enters from north and it exits from north and enters south. This is the direction of magnetic field, right? Do you want to learn one shortcut here? Do you want to learn a shortcut here? Okay, over here, let's see the direction of flow of current. The current will be going from backside, and at the position where you're seeing will be down. Why? See, from backside it is going up, from down it is coming down. See, the new rule is right hand curl rule, where you'll be able to find without using clockwise rules, such an easy fashion. Take your right hand. Okay, everyone take your right hand, and the fingers which curl will be in the direction of flow of current. See, the current is flowing in this direction, right? This is how you curl it. And the thumb will be giving you north. So here the current is entering from behind and it will is curling to the front. So this will be north. Okay. The other thing will be south. This is new thing which I taught, right hand curl rule. Shall we apply this? Instead of conventional clock rule, I just taught you this. Okay. Pradeep, last poll after this question. Okay. Here, can you see here? The direction of flow of current is upward. So the fingers which curl around is in the upward direction. And the thumb will be giving you north. So that's what we got. The same you will be getting in both the cases. Got it? One last poll for the day. Shall we end the session with a poll? So here is the question. The question is, which is the right form, which is the right formula, which is the correct formula to find heat generated in a conductor, to find heat in a conductor due to current flowing, heat in a conductor due to flow of electric current, okay, electric current. Option A, H is equal to PVT. Option B, H is equal to P square RT. Option C, H is equal to VIT. Option D, H is equal to I square RT. Okay, so this is multiple choice question. 45 seconds for you. Here, go ahead, last poll for the day. Go ahead and give me your right answer, where you will be having chance to increase your chance to go to the starting position, where top 1, 2, 3. All right, I don't know, both we have multiple choice. You should give 2, A, B, B, C, C, D. All right, quick, both. We have 2 right answers over here, 2 right options in fact. Okay, all right, many of you are saying, okay, can you check once again, Tashwin? LAK, go check your answer. Yes, we have got 2 right answers. Okay, you've got some more time left. You can reconsider your answer. See, heat has got the formula H is equal to VIT or I square RT. So option C and D both are right. Okay, not a single one gave. Okay, you gave only C or only D. Let's see the leaderboard for the day. So this is the leaderboard, but before we go, okay, this is, we are at the end. I'm going to show you the leaderboard. If you have any doubts, I will be here. By the way, remember, for the dream you're dreaming of, for the day, remember the day you're dreaming for, the day you dreamt of it, okay? Work hard for that, because that's where you can achieve your dreams, okay? You got still more time. Write all the formulas in a sheet where you will be revising it until your exams. You wouldn't go wrong in any numericals, okay? Revision is as important as how you learn stuff. Practicing also is also very important. You all can do it. Remember, your performance in pre-boards doesn't decide how you're going to do in boards. Pre-boards are just to show you where you are going to be, where you are going to try to see where you stand, okay? Do not try to decide your results based on pre-boards. Stay strong, my dear students, and stay happy. The leaderboard for the day, the final top 1, 2, 3 over here. Go ahead and look. Top 1, we've got physics, chemistry, bio, short revision. And top 2, we have Indu, Anup. And top 3, we have got LAK 303. Well, absolutely hats off to you. Thank you for being so active, and congratulations on being on 1, 2, 3. All right. So we've got others' name as well. I'm going to just scroll through it so that you can also try to flaunt your answer, names in your social circle. So we've got around more than 68. We have got 67, 68 students. Great, my dear students. Absolutely great. That's all for today then. This is a wrap, and we will be meeting soon. Till then, practice and stay curious. See you. Tata. Bye-bye.